We are pretty much live now. Okay. Check my tweet deck real quick. IFTTT is going slow. All right, cool. We are
I
live
added
for
some
sure. Yeah.
I added some new columns on TweetDeck for some of the newer players that weren't there.
Oh, cool. Meaning for, I think TweetDeck though is resident probably, I don't know, to your own computer. But anyways,
Oh,
we're live now, so we'll come back to that in a second. We're live here on YouTube and Zoom, again with Rebecca and Gabe. I'm Poor Man's Commish, your Warriors Credential Insider, and I just got done with well, not just, but at 5:15 we had the Steve Kerr pregame, and it was pretty much all about the storming of the Capitol and just some pretty good quotes there. And I spliced and diced it. Again, we're not allowed to show the entire interview anymore on YouTube, but I did that I could, and so we have that. Check it out because assuming you're not a maggot or a racist, you'll kind of find it very interesting and just a reminder of the world that we live in, and from Steve Kerr's take. Also, I want to point out he did commend the WNBA a lot, which was really cool because they really had an impact on Warnock getting elected there as senator of Georgia, and of course the other one. How do you pronounce that, guys?
Ossoff?
Ossoff.
Off,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay, so that was the pregame, and it basically came down to, I mean, the funny joke out of it was uh, America wants to know two things before the Warriors and Clippers start, and that is, are there going to be any arrests of the people who stormed the Capitol, and how are we going to guard Lou Williams without fouling him? So with that, and that was kind of cool because Monty Poole actually asked the last question because Steve Kerr started it. It was probably like an 8 or 9 minute interview, and Steve Kerr started it by saying, "Well, this morning we were discussing how we're going to guard Lou Williams without fouling him, and we were at morning shoot around, and then stuff happened, and morning shoot around probably ended around noontime, and then Monty Poole asked the last question, and he goes, "So how are you going to guard Lou Williams?" And the answer to that was, "I don't know." I'm sure they do actually have a game plan for that, but he was just being facetious again. And also, he was asked by Kareth Burke, the usual courtside reporter. She always has good questions. She said, um, wait, now I'm losing my train of thought. How are you guys going to, I guess, demonstrate if at all, because the Boston Celtics left the floor against the Heat earlier, and maybe Rebecca saw that game. She'll tell you about it in a second. And so, are the Warriors going to do anything? And Steve Kerr said, "Well, I haven't actually met with the team yet on that, but if they want to do something, they are more than free to do something." So, with that, why don't you tell us if you did watch that game, Rebecca?
It's actually still going on, the game.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
beginning of it.
Yeah, the beginning of it, yeah, the players all knelt. It was really nice. And I don't know if it was two separate meetings, but I know that the players all met before the game to decide if they wanted to play. And I don't know if the players all met both teams or if they met individually, but it kind of sounded, based on the report, that they met all together.
Saw there
Would
was
you mind
something
if
about like a joint statement
Yeah.
of some sort, right? Yeah.
Would you like me to read the statement they put out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The following is a statement from the players of the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. 2021 is a new year, but some things have not changed. We played tonight's game with a heavy heart after yesterday's decision in Kenosha, and knowing that protesters in our nation's capital are treated differently by political leaders depending on what side of certain issues they are on. The drastic difference between the way protesters this past spring and summer were treated and the encouragement given to today's protesters who acted illegally just shows how much more work we have to do. We have decided to play tonight's game to try and bring joy into people's lives, but we must not forget the injustices in our society, and we will continue to use our voices and our platform to highlight these issues and do everything we can to work for a more equal and just America. So
Yeah.
that was the Heat and the Celtics joint statement that came out before.
I think
the game.
I saw something about the Bucks all kneeling before the game too.
Cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you forget that with on top of what happened today, there was the decision in Kenosha yesterday to not charge the cop that I shot Jacob Blake, I believe.
Right.
And that was the one that the kind of hit everything a little bit during the summer, and then the WNBA was very active about, because he was the one, correct me if I'm wrong, got shot 7 times in the back.
I think so.
Yep.
And that was the one where the WNBA players showed up with that on their shirts. So that decision coming, as well as everything that happened today, and the obvious difference between the treatment that we saw today, as well as and what would have been different, and how the people were treated for peacefully protesting in the spring outside the White House.
Yeah.
I believe Doc Rivers came out and said his quote today was, "Could you imagine today if those were all Black people?" And I think that says it exactly, where a lot of the players and a lot of Americans are kind of looking at it from. And I'm hoping some of the senators have kind of seen that a little bit. But
yeah, I saw that a number of Republican senators backed off their questioning of the election results.
Yes.
Sort of once they finally saw what their rhetoric was leading to, which is like, I guess.
And Trump was banned from Twitter for 12 hours.
Yeah. Little like you hate reaping what you sow, I guess, but you know.
That's exactly what Kerr said
Yeah.
on the pregame, reaping what you sow. Yep.
But yeah, I think interestingly, while we're still sort of biding time, on that note of the WNBA and Loeffler losing, I saw LeBron posted a thing about trying to put together an ownership group to buy her out and
I saw that.
buy the Atlanta Dream, which would be really interesting.
Yeah. Did we mention that? I was busy
It
getting
was
our
in the
YouTube
Discord
video.
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, but did we mention how Kelly Loeffler is, I guess, owner of the Atlanta Dream right now? And that would be,
not in
that
this
would be
live
really-
stream so far. Gabe just
Okay,
mentioned
so
it.
yeah. So LeBron's leading an ownership group to obtain ownership of the WNBA Atlanta Dream, and basically knocking her out. That would be really, monumental.
Yeah, it'd also be just super interesting to have like that kind of cross league collaboration. Like that would be pretty historic of how that would work. Having an NBA player part owner of a WNBA team simultaneously while playing, like that would be, I mean, there's no like conflict because they're obviously different leagues, but it'd just be super cool to see how, a player run organization from another side of it.
We're getting rid of all these. I'm cleansing our community a bit. We have more comments, so I kind of like it when
it's great to get political every once in a while because you get rid of people who you don't.
I don't mind
on
it.
Your page.
There was a account I followed
maggot.
today. There's a football account I follow. It's like Pro Football Talk, and they actually tweeted out today like, unfollow us, hate us. I don't give a blank what you do, but we're speaking out about this. Like, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, these are just sort of basic human rights things. It's not like that complicated if you really just care, you know? It's not like debating some sort of fiscal tax policy or something where it's, we can have a conversation in some sort of good faith. But when it comes to just basically, participating or like allowing us to have a democracy and respecting the vote that, we just saw unprecedented numbers of people voting, to say that somehow 80 million people's voice in this country like shouldn't matter. These sort of things are just cut and dry, and there's no real gray area to it.
Well, my thing is if they're saying that the Electoral College is messed up and that like Trump should have won and all of that, I'm like, okay, get rid of the Electoral College. You'll never win another election.
Yeah, and then you get this just goalpost moving conversation that gets very frustrating. I think the Loeffler scenario is an interesting. Rich and I were just briefly mentioned this before you got on. Like the Loeffler scenario is an interesting parallel thinking about the Warriors Clippers matchup, the Sterling scenario. And I mean, Loeffler hasn't done anything. I mean, you could argue that what she's done has been actually a lot worse than just saying some things and being discriminatory in housing practices. Profiting off of COVID is like pretty horrifying.
That plus any decisions she's made as a political leader. He was saying one thing while she was actually implementing it.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously Sterling was a piece of trash, but it is, it's not like I don't think the WNBA will necessarily be able to like force her out necessarily. But it is an interesting parallel to see like what a league does with an owner who's so clearly not wanted to be involved at all.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got to check our Twitter replies.
I guess there's a game coming up too.
Yeah. So let me do a little photo of us, as is tradition. And you know what? We would love to have other people on here. Hang on 1 second while I check something. Okay. Covered that. Clay Thompson with the Instagram story post. Hope everybody saw that. Trump in a corner, dunce cap, with tweeting. All right, I am ready to do this and hopefully not screwed up as much as sound. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh God, I don't know. I think that got too much of my room. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. I look stupid because I'm pointing a camera at the Zoom. Okay, so how about we talk basketball for a sec here? Go ahead, guys. What are we looking for here?
I think the first thing to mention, just to people who are tuning in and haven't been monitoring stuff, there's a lot of like back and forth around like who would be playing tonight for the Clippers. There's a lot of kind of uncertainty. Kawhi almost never has played back-to-backs. Paul George missed the previous game. Marcus Morris has been out for a while. But it's sounding more and more like, from what I've seen, that all three are cleared to play today. So we're going to see a full health Clippers team. So we'll get to see the sort of true. So I guess the point of this in terms of the Warriors is this is the true test. I think we've seen, obviously the last two games have been really encouraging. They seem to really have turned a corner in all sorts of different ways. But I mean, the Blazers are pretty good. The Kings are not. And the Clippers are, a title contender. So we'll get to see what this looks like against one of the best teams in the league. And if we're still able to keep the hope that we've been building the last couple games.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be an interesting thing. Do we ride the momentum that we've built? Because we have done a great job of doing that. I think that, and then also continuing to see there's definitely some interesting matchups to watch. Like I'm really interesting, you know, Paul George and stuff are playing today. So, and their starting center is Serge Ibaka, which actually kind of fits with like a small ball kind of group. So do we see some Eric Pascal against him, as well as, you know, I think Oubre and Wiggins kind of alternating being on Paul George is going to be a really interesting one. And then, of course, any battle that Patrick Beverly and Steph has always seems to be interesting and get somewhere. So do we see either one pick up a tech? Do we see Patrick Beverly piss Steph off into a great game like he's done before? So definitely a lot to watch.
Great points. I love it. I mean, we we spread the net over these stuff. I have NBC on here in the background with the volume up just so I can hear it enough. They're not covering all of this, and I didn't even, you know, think about all the stuff that you guys brought up. So I think that's great. Only thing I wish our live had is one more person down in that panel right over there. But it's I've been a little inundated with Warriors content and just kind of catching up. I really needed that day off the other day, which was not really a day off for me because I was catching up on, you know, all this snippeting content that one of our loyal followers, Jatin in India, has been really helping me out on. So shout out to Jatin. And there's just so much that so today I decided that for every game, we definitely need someone else to come on board, or maybe not. It's all good. It'd be kind of cool to actually have a fan come on during the second and third quarter and maybe even halftime. That way I can actually rest a little bit. Then I'm back on for the fourth quarter. And then there's post game. And then the post game coverage, like after the 62 points and after the Sacramento win, I was just beat. I literally just passed out. And so had to continue on with all of the videos and the kind of being on the scene feel of it happen like 8 to 10 to 12 hours later, which is kind of not my goal. I'd like to have it ASAP, but then again, you know, I can't kill myself, and my body said no that night. So would love to have somebody else on the panel. So if anybody wants to do that, just feel free to get in touch with us one way or another. I have an email address in the about page, worst case scenario. And yeah, anything else you guys want to add here? We're not quite at tip off yet. 7:03 p.m.
Yeah, the Heat are finishing up. What's a really good game going on there? They were down by 10 with 150 left, and they've just cut it to 3 with like 30 seconds left after a 3 and a 4-point play. So,
Yeah, Duncan Robinson on both, right?
yeah, I love him.
So
It's been
good.
one of my favorites. He's just incredible. Like I believe is one of the youngest, is the player that they announced it the least amount of games needed to get to 300 threes. They had it up earlier, so and he was the fastest. So that game's finishing up. But as to the actually someone just tweeted out the Warriors are wearing Black Lives Matter shirts tonight during warm-ups.
Yeah, I actually saw that on the NBC broadcast.
Okay, I switched back to the local Heat one for a minute. I can't stand ESPN.
Okay, they're kneeling. We have a picture here. So go check our Twitter timeline in about 1 minute. I'll quote tweet it.
Yeah, that was going to be my guess that they do something sort of symbolic like that. I mean, they're not going to like not play or whatever, but yeah, I imagine they do something. Yeah, and
Sorry,
it's kind of
the
wild.
Miami part of me is coming out a little bit.
No,
in
it's
the
fair.
sense-
I'm watching this too. It's exciting.
Don't foul, just don't foul, just don't foul. Come on, Bam.
Logic.
I think did they waive it all? Like, what's the?
I think you're a bit ahead. I'm on the ESPN feed and it's a little slower.
That was cool of
Marcus Smart
Golden
is
State.
just
Okay.
constant flopping, that dude. My God. Eaton Pritchard is going to get this go-ahead basket.
See, to me, that should be like a thing on Smart for completely flopping like that.
Yeah. Then he doesn't have a job.
Okay, so Rebecca's going to actually help me out with my load management, with doing the highlights on Twitter. They'll all be threaded, and like we've always done for the last X number of years. Gabe, you will be trained on that as well, sooner or later from Rebecca.
Rich, do you want me
Not
to start
hard.
a new
Doesn't really
thread,
matter.
or is there one you want me to add to?
Yeah, you can add to this pregame one. Just make it one long thread. It's mostly actually for my use later to do a video recapping the night. And I actually have the one from Sacramento, but it got flagged by YouTube because I did something wrong there. So gotta figure all that out. So that will be a late post coming tomorrow, which sucks. But like I said, I was a zombie the last 48 hours. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this one thing that I saw. Little Black Lives Matter, like you guys said. What happened with Miami
Just
game?
Boston won on a last second tip in.
Oh, wow. Is that? I feel like that's more than one last second win for them. They
They've
definitely
had like
have
a
two.
million.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
scraped
gonna
by
add,
a little bit. Miami's, yeah, I mean, quick while we're about to transition to the Warriors game, but Miami's been kind of scuffling. I haven't watched all their games.
they were scuffling the first about 3 games, but the rest they've had they've just been weird. They've been off and on a little bit. And I think some of it is, that title letdown that you get a little bit.
Sure.
In sense of like, hey, we were this close. Oh, come on, that Smart thing is BS.
Okay, I've done what I've wanted to do in the pregame, so I'm happy with that. So you can take control of that whenever you like. Oh, okay, never mind. Mark Spears has a little video, and I always prefer video over just pictures of both teams taking a knee. So let me repost that.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Nice.
I'll just go ahead and do the hashtag. Let's go Warriors live and highlights, just because that's what we do. It's what we've been doing for years. Anybody check our comments yet?
On YouTube?
Yeah, I'm a little.
Mostly,
Just kind of chatter. No
now
question.
they're talking about Marcus Smart flopping, which is fair conversation.
All right.
Yeah, Beal had a
It's all
crazy
yours,
game.
Rebecca.
Seth Curry had
Timeline
a
is
good
yours.
game. We missed Seth Curry explosion, which is Warriors related, sort of. Seth hit his first 6 threes, ended up with 28 points.
Oh, great. What now?
Oh, yeah, we got the city jerseys. I forgot about that.
Cool. And they're blue?
Yeah, so it's the same as last year's. So the one I have on, with the
Yeah.
in the
Cool.
back.
That was always my favorite.
Yeah, those are cool.
Just because of the cable car, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That one is so unique. Like you just don't see that anywhere else.
Yeah, they have whoever's in charge, I mean, obviously those jerseys are from a long time ago, but whoever's in charge of the general like designing of things has done a really good job.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hang on.
Especially when you look around the league
I'll
and
be right there, Rebecca.
some of these city
Thanks,
editions that have
Rich.
come out have been not great.
I'm on a crappy Chromebook because it always takes forever to get to point B.
Same starters. Only thing for the Warriors is Mannion and Juan Toscano Anderson are both inactive. So I don't know how
Yes,
much that really matters, but it is a
my
thing.
speculation is Kerr actually thinks there won't be any garbage time tonight.
Yeah, I think he knows that it's massively unlikely that the Warriors blow out the Clippers, and optimistic that the other way doesn't happen too. But yeah, I'm excited. I think this should be a really good game. I anticipate the Warriors to keep their momentum going. Clippers are real good. I don't know if that ends up meaning that the Warriors win, but I'm excited.
The most interesting thing with the Clippers is they've got like no chemistry.
Yeah, they're kind of all over the place. That top end talent is what it is.
Starts with a Steph baseline shot. I guess we should get in sync. Where are you at?
Yeah, sorry, mine just
Give me
reloaded.
a sec.
Tip happened like 3 seconds ago.
Okay, I'm a good bit ahead then.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Still dealing with
just
this.
got blocked.
Still dealing with this a-hole in the comments, you guys.
Like,
You know, I'm just gonna. Actually, no. I encourage a-holes to speak up. Speak up, asshole. Really, I want
Yeah,
you
we'll
to.
beat you.
Bring
We'll
it.
boot you out.
long loping, slow Kawhi shot. Finally get the rebound. Oubre just got the rebound on my end.
So what second are you at?
11:15.
All right. I think we're about synced.
Okay. Yeah, it just went out of bounds. All right, so kind of jumbly on both ends for the first couple possessions. Nothing looking too clean either way.
Matchups early. Oubre on PG.
Yeah.
Kind of what we expected based on positions.
Yeah. Yeah, Batum's been an interesting addition to the Clippers. He was really terrible last year in Charlotte, but he's really had a resurgence so far this year. Probably one of those, why play really hard for a bad team kind of Draymond scenarios like last year. I like that little kick out for Wiseman, but kind of an awkward shot. Never really.
Oubre off on the 3.
Oubre already
Not
shot.
a ton of we're getting good looks. It's not great.
Finally, I caught it.
Yeah, you're still like 5 seconds ahead of me, I guess.
Tell me when you're at 9:48.
Okay, not yet.
Jeez, I'm way ahead of you guys. So, I will. Once you tell her you're at 9:48, then
There, I'm now got it.
Okay, hold on.
Glide 3
Okay.
off.
9:27. I'm at
Okay,
9:27. Let me know.
Wiggins trail 3. No.
9:27 coming up. Oh, yeah, now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been kind of tight on
Sloppy.
the
Man. Okay, I mean, this is my first look. Man, those unis look dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
cool.
look really nice.
Oh my god. Okay, so I got to take a timeout and update our timeline with our affiliate link. We got an affiliate link here. I got to do that. This is so good. Merchandising, merch time. Sorry. Necessary evil of running an independent site. But go ahead,
Well,
guys.
continue to go up and down with no points scored for a while. Just kind of getting okay looks, not terrible. Just not making them. Nice play on defense there by Curry, poking it away from Kawhi. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. It's a pretty risky gamble by him, sort of falling on the ground, poking at it, because if he doesn't touch it, that's a dunk. And more missed shots. There we go. Oh, man. Never mind. They really haven't
Good
found...
coverage.
Yeah, Draymond just could probably have thrown that a little higher up. They still really haven't found the lob. Oh, that's a lame foul. They really haven't found like the lob chemistry with Wiseman yet. They'll get there, but I feel like they're not quite on pace, like in sync about throwing lobs to him.
Oh, Rebecca, get that close up from at Warriors of them kneeling.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it. Cool.
Offensive foul. Oubre is drawing a lot of offensive fouls as a defender. I feel like that's
Did
been
it thread right though?
I don't know.
bit of a flop by Oubre, but we'll
Doesn't
take it.
seem like it. Nope, it didn't thread.
All right.
So go ahead and fix that.
Yeah.
I'm busy doing merch.
All right, let's hope we get a little bit of offense here. Wiggins gets an open jumper, bricks it. And it's still 2-0. Warriors some good contests, but give up a bunch of offensive rebounds, foul. Team shoots free throws. That 2 on Draymond?
Dang it.
No, that was on Wiggins. Never mind. 2 on Paul George. I didn't notice that he got 2 fouls already.
That's big.
Sorry, I wasn't quite there getting that tweet. Now that I remember how to do it, it won't take me long. Yeah, let me get them.
All right, Batum hit both free throws, 4-0. See if we can get some better offense here. Clippers are good at defense. Oubre with the 3. Man, he's got to stop shooting when he's totally covered. I'm totally fine with him taking
shot.
Ibaka misses the trail 3. Curry gets the board. Still 4-0. Wiseman post up, faces up Ibaka, takes a jumper over him, swish. Nice. 2-4. Defense has been good. Yeah, they just flashed the field goals. You're 1 of 10 and 1 of 9. It's just been real rough from both teams. Both teams playing pretty good defense, but also just missing. Another miss from Beverly. Oh. Oubre takes it right down the middle and scores.
That's what he needs to be doing.
Yep.
Drive it.
For sure.
See the ball go in the hoop, then you shoot threes.
Yeah,
Unless
and
you're
I think he is a decent 3-point shooter despite the weird streak. I'm all for him taking wide open looks, but these like where a guy is right in front of him and he like can get the shot off technically, but it's just he's gonna have a close contest every time. That's just not a good look for our offense.
100%.
Yeah, nice to see him put it on the floor. 4-4.
Go.
Weird, just super ugly shooting from both teams, though.
Is it that weird?
I mean, this bad is weird for both these teams. They're both good.
So, obviously, I haven't been paying attention, but is it bad offense or good defense? Or both?
Kind of both.
Bad offense.
Yeah, I mean, there's been open shots that both teams have missed. There's also been some good coverage by both teams. It's kind of possession by possession. I mean, I feel like on the plus side, it means we're playing up to them. I thought we've done a pretty good job on defense so far. They've gotten a few open looks, but usually by the guys that you kind of would like to shoot those.
And is Paul George still in the game with 2 fouls?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We gotta attack that.
Yeah, he got 2 real fast too, like within the first minute or so. Oubre drew both of them, which was cool. He has that weird play style where he just kind of like is in the way of people a lot and scrappy and just gets contact.
Yeah, and the Clippers just have an
Yeah.
interesting bench. Because I mean, if George goes out, I mean, most likely Lou Williams will come in.
Mm-hmm.
So, not sure which is. Well, I mean, I'd say
Yeah.
Lou Williams is better because you can attack him on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's way worse on defense.
I don't want to like go on too personal of a tangent, but speaking of Lou, Gabe played with a mutual friend of mine in my men's league, guy by the name of Peter Lou. His last name is spelled Luu. But did you used to play ball with Peter?
Yeah,
Gabe?
yeah.
Yeah. So like guys like Oubre kind of remind me of that one guy in the league. You're like, oh, he's covering me this game. You know, the one that's just such a great defensive stopper that you're like, oh, I'm gonna struggle this game, you know. But that's great to have on your team. Like I think defensively, how could has he checked off that box yet as far as being like the Andre Iguodala defense type off the bench, even though he does start. But
I mean, I think
that role,
yeah, I think the model of that, sure. I mean, Iguodala is among the best perimeter defenders in the last 50 years or so. But so he's certainly not that. But just in terms of, I think maybe more of the sort of Clay type of like hounding their best dribbling guard. I mean, he's not quite Clay either, but he's more physical than Clay. Clay's more just kind of sound and always in front of the guy, whereas Oubre is more like all up in
we're back.
him. So yeah, I mean, I think he's providing that kind of value though. Yeah, but
Are we synced? Okay, cool. We're synced.
Yeah, well, they're not going to miss every shot, so let's see what we can do. Wiseman with another jumper hits it smooth again.
Splashy, 2-pointer splash.
That shot
That's
was
a nice shot.
How many big men
it's
can
just
do
so
that?
smooth.
I mean, there's not what 15 big fives that can do that in the league.
Very few.
15,
and
right?
none that really couple like his level of activity and movement at the same time. The one thing I'm seeing from him,
or his height.
Yeah, well, that for sure.
I mean, you got Jokic, obviously. You got Nurkic.
But Jokic isn't that tall.
Solid shooters.
But
yeah,
he's just.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, he's maybe
tall, pretty damn
is
tall.
maybe an inch.
Like Gobert can't hit a shot like that.
Right, there you go.
It's Jokic is the best comp, but Jokic is so much less of an athlete in terms of just, quick trigger reflex jumping kind of stuff. I mean, Jokic is a great athlete in other ways that aren't as obvious, but, he can't move like Wiseman can move. So you put those things together eventually.
Not many
nice off-ball movement. Clippers covering really well, though.
They're still keeping PG in the game.
Whoa, love that lefty. How does Steph do that?
Oubre, man, he just doesn't make the right decision a lot on offense.
Oh, how much was left on the shot clock on that when I missed it?
Enough.
Not that much.
Enough to not have done that. Or at least just take the first look. I mean, that's the thing that I get with him.
A little more forgiving.
He gets, it wasn't terrible, but he just
rifle there by Draymond.
Yeah.
Good idea. Just Wiseman couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, that's too hot to handle in that close of quarters.
And you can't get in like that.
All right, we're letting them build a little bit of a lead. 12-6 now.
We're only down by 6. That's the good news because it could be a lot worse.
Yeah. Steph pulls it, misses.
6 points in 7.5 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, both teams' offense has been pretty weak.
Okay, we got some subs.
they've started going a little
Looney.
bit.
I see
Yeah.
Looney. Wiggs and
Looney
Wiseman
in
to the bench.
for Wiseman.
I wonder who's
Is
okay, Bays.
so it looks like this is kind of a
3-5.
rotation. This seems like the standard rotation now, the
Yeah.
last several games.
Because Wiggins is going to start the second. That's why.
Yep.
So he goes out
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
4.5
That
left.
Clay rotation.
Looney on Kawhi. Forces the
Interesting
kick out.
matchup.
Batum floater. It's it.
That's a tough shot. You're okay with that, but
Yeah, that's good defense. Steph ISO on Zubac, passes it out to Bays, drives in,
Oh,
hits somebody.
yeah, it's not a bad idea. Just bulleting in there.
that is
I was just
something
reminded that I think the last time Looney and Kawhi have played each other, Looney caved in Kawhi's chest in the finals.
Yep. One that set him back.
Nice spin by Steph, who lays it up and in.
There we go. Yeah, we need to get Steph going for all the obvious reasons.
That was a nice spin. Caught them by surprise.
Yeah,
Is that Bays on Kawhi? Interesting.
yeah, I mean, that's the only option. Oubre is still on George.
Oubre with a nice rebound.
Yeah. Yeah, Bazemore held up so far. I mean, he's fine. I think Kawhi can muscle him around a little bit, but Bazemore is quick enough to deal with that side of things.
Also, person in our YouTube comments, Clay has not made first team all defense.
No.
He way deserves it, but has he even made any of them?
Yeah, I don't think so. Nice rebound by Loon.
Yeah, Loon.
Oh, Oubre shoots.
Yeah. I mean, I love his confidence, but he's got to learn which are the right shots to take.
Well, I don't know that there are guys that can learn sometimes.
Nice. Oh, Bays is angry.
Ah,
He's
oh,
another layup this guy missed.
Nice.
Recovers
Bays
for it, though. Wow.
Paul George's three.
That was
Steph,
incredible.
step back three. Off rim. Looney offensive rebound. Steph's been a little short so far this game.
Yeah, pressing a little bit. Looney, nice. Oof.
oh.
Got blocked. Another offensive rebound, though.
And Oubre tries to go inside and misses
You see
it.
Steph pointing the whole time to kick it out. Oubre gets
But like
that kind of,
Draymond to set it back. Yeah.
yeah, Oubre gets that tunnel vision sometimes. I mean, I like the attack mode, but sometimes he's just like doesn't see his teammates.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a process. I mean,
Yeah.
he's coming in as more of an instinct player, and believe me, when I coached our amateur traveling team, it's like some guys, no matter how much you talk to them about whatever it is you'd like them to do, as a coach, they play so much on instinct that they just really can't help it. Like, kind of the IQ part is really hard to grasp. Now, Oubre is going to be a way better player than anybody I've ever coached. So you would think that, and the way that he carries himself in the post game interviews and stuff like that, he seems like a smart guy basically. So thoughtful and can really put two and two together. So I think there's potential there. So I think we will see improvement on this, and I'm being optimistic, but I think I'm gonna throw my hat in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm still optimistic too.
Yeah.
Only been we have to really start counting it as like games since Draymond's been there, because those are the only ones that really count in terms of understanding how the offense really works. It's just a very different game with Dre and Steph playing together versus one or the other, because they just, their synergy drives the whole system of the offense, really. So he'll adjust, but for right now, he's just not always seeing that pass off.
All right. Finally done with the Instagram.
Defense is holding well, though. I mean, I think that's the other side of things. We're not shooting particularly well, but we're holding them to 28% shooting. We're shooting 19%, so it would be nice to get that number up a bit, but as long as we're playing intense defense, like Draymond said, like we can hang with anybody if the defense is on. We just gotta find our shot. Oh, they changed that foul on George to Batum, I guess. So now he only has one foul. Okay, that makes more sense. That's probably why he was left in originally. The box score had him at 2.
How did the Clippers end up with Batum again? I forget.
Signed him
He got cut. He got stretched and waived by Charlotte. So Charlotte just ate his salary and then released him, and then Clippers just signed him for the minimum. At the time, I didn't really think too much of it because he was beyond terrible last year in Charlotte. So I felt like it was like, all right, fine. He's like a, deep bench rotation guy maybe, but he's shown more of who he used to be. Got Pascal in for the first time. That's super funny, that Clippers stat. They've either led by 20 or trailed by 20 in all of their games.
Well, let's hope they trail.
Let's hope that goes one and not the other way. Or it's just close. So Pascal in for Draymond, Mulder in for Oubre. Looney. Okay, at least drew the foul. One thing that Looney cannot do is just go up and dunk it quickly when he gets a pass. He always needs to do this like pump fake, find a position. It usually works okay, but it's just different. Pascal with the covered corner 3. I don't know if I love that shot either with Morris right on him, but he misses.
Oh, that was just an unlucky tip.
Oh, yeah. Bazemore with the bucket.
Which team is the Golden One center?
Sacramento. Nice.
There's a notification that they're playing Georgia on my mind during the timeout.
Nice. Yeah, nice dunk there by Pascal, pushing on the closeout.
That was just a...
Yeah, good basketball.
Yeah.
Clippers. Morris in his first minutes of the season hits a 3. They've really locked Steph down a fair amount. I mean, he's gotten some shots, but...
Splash!
Mulder. What he's in there for. Good to see. He's really good off the catch and shoot. We got a weirdly very low scoring first quarter, but we're holding to a 6-point deficit. That looks like a foul.
Yeah, on Zubac.
Good job, Looney. That's 2 quick ones on Zubac that Looney drew. Not that his fouls really mattered a ton, but something. Zubac can be a big body rebounder, so wouldn't hate for him to not play a bunch. Oh, yeah, we're in the bonus.
Oh, that's nice. Is this almost the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
We've scored 14 points.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, man, we have shot. We've shot 26%. They've shot 32%. It's pretty horrible on both ends.
ESPN's probably like, why'd we pick up this game?
I mean, the good news for ESPN is it's close. So they'll get that part of it, hopefully. And this will not continue forever.
31 seconds left. Dubs will get the final shot.
Yeah, Looney gets the free throws. 4-point game. I mean, with as bad as you're shooting, this is fine.
I'll take it.
Wow. There are like no highlights. Okay, maybe one. And the
That
official
one for
Warriors,
us.
the official Warriors account is now
Oh,
showing
Morris again.
pregame photos of the Black Lives Matter T-shirt.
Yeah.
That
not
foul
bad.
drives in. Where's the call?
That's a foul for sure.
I don't know. He's initiating the contact, but I don't know. I need to see a replay.
You'd have
You
to see
mean
it
like
again.
they do on every?
If he's not straight up, it should be a foul, but well, I don't know. Whatever.
We'll never
Anyways,
know.
if you
I'm not
shoot
gonna-
26% and you're only down 6 points, that's fine. Just
Yeah,
a
for me,
weird.
it always feels more like the flow of it, and just didn't get. It wasn't obvious enough of a foul for me. If I'm kind of like just based on referees at all levels, kind of feel the flow of the game, kind of. And so I don't know. It wasn't enough for me on that one.
Yeah.
But we're nitpicking.
Yeah. Weird quarter. Hopefully we get something.
Yeah. At least it's still within striking range. I mean, 21-15. That's a high school score, but
Yeah.
it's sloppy for the Warriors, but
Oh
not
look, we got a
terrible.
highlight.
Yay,
Is it
Pascal.
Pascal's dunk? Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that's the
I actually
one.
missed that, so
That's
I
the one
blocked it.
highlight worthy play. So yeah, 21-15. I mean, it's been kind of a no-show from all the major players in the game. Marcus Morris looks like the best player out there right now. He and Batum are the only guys who have hit an okay percentage of their shots, who have taken more than one shot. How did Wiseman get 5 shot attempts? I don't feel like that's accurate.
Well, one could have been in like an offensive rebound tip.
Maybe they counted some of those tips. Yeah. Really didn't remember 5, but whatever. Yeah, not much to say. Weird game. We'll see. Curry obviously has way cooled down since the last couple games, but he has as many made shots as Kawhi and Paul George combined also. So who knows? Have a star-studded game, and Curry, Kawhi, and George are a combined 213. New York keeps winning games over good opponents.
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently. Over Utah. Utah's just looked weird though.
Yeah, they've been odd.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of teams are in the same quandary as the Warriors, which is trying to find their identity. Like literally, the beat writer for the Jazz, Tony Jones, wrote a story that talked about them not being able to find their identity just yet. And this is a team that was, playoff bubble. So,
And they're mostly intact too, which is interesting. Like they're largely the same team they were.
that who was that?
Morris again.
Morris again, right?
He's been the only in rhythm player so far for either team.
Ooh,
From
nice
the whole court.
Euro by Wiggins and the foul.
That's what you want him doing. That's exactly what you want him doing. So we've got this, the solidified small ball second unit with Pascal at the 5. Zubac is a pretty good offensive rebounder, so we've got kind of an alert to watch for how well he can keep him out. But I think offensively, this unit should be able to do some stuff. Oh, they pulled Zubac. Oh, because that was Zubac's third, right? So Ibaka back in. Wiggins is guarding Morris. Pascal gets him on a switch, posting Ibaka. Nice poke by Wiggins. Mulder gets blown by a lot from what I've seen. Jackson goes
Mulder misses the 3.
I would have liked to see Pascal get there, 0.2 seconds earlier for the help on that, even though he has a buck and could have been an alley-oop to him.
But that's a great sequence from Mulder.
If you go look at our channel, I put up a video of Draymond playing defense and having assists. And when you look at the tape of Draymond playing defense, he's always anticipating the pass and the drive. So he's like there to meet the play. Whereas you see everybody else, 9 NBA players out of 10 aren't quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes Draymond elite. So I'm asking Pascal to be elite, but just something to work on. Second year, it's going to take time, and you're going to get tutelage from one of the best ever to play defense. So I'm optimistic. But yeah, it's just everybody on the team just kind of needs to take that example of trying to be there right when the play happens.
Damian Lee out on the corner 3. Pascal rebound up and in and
one.
Yeah.
Nice, Pascal. Yeah, he's just strong. He's really making do.
That's small ball center.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really was against the idea when I heard he was going to be playing small ball 5. I just didn't think he had it. But I mean, I think we're still yet to see how well that works on defense against better bench units. But on offense, it seems to be really functional, which is really cool.
And he said that after morning shoot around in the interview we have in the upload as well. Said, I'm a strong dude.
He's right.
Yeah. No qualms.
Man, pick and roll with Lou Will and Surge is tough.
It's tough. Yeah.
So both teams' offense clicking a little bit more here, but fortunately for us, both at the same time.
Pascal
is a beast down there.
Keep
making him,
young fella.
7 points
That's
now.
Against Ibaka. That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I think hey, Damian, nice defense.
Nice.
Post defense by Damian.
Very nice.
Kept the center of gravity low.
Nice shot.
All right. Wiggins on the downhill.
Little momentum.
Downhill pick and roll with Pascal.
5-point game. Yeah, I mean, the whole point of this unit is Wiggins and Pascal go feast on second units, and that's what's been going on so far.
Good help before by Damian Lee that forced Williams to pass it out, but ultimately
it all started with Lou. Lou breaking down.
That move by Lou.
Pascal inside.
Oh, just off rim.
Oof. It's the right idea. Yeah, Lou Will's so quick with that handle.
Jesus, look at that. Wiggins is on him. Nice matchup.
That's Jackson.
Thank goodness. Anytime he misses, you're like, phew.
That was Reggie Jackson.
Oh, sorry. Well, never mind.
No wonder.
I have been known to screw that up a couple of times.
Sorry,
got a
Pascal
jumper.
Again.
Another jumper.
I feel like Pascal hasn't missed a mid-range jump shot in many games.
Is he wearing the Kobe Grinch?
Oh, those look nice on him though.
Could be, yeah.
They
just did a re-release of them.
Love that.
They just did a re-release of them, and they're going for like $500.
Sure.
But before anybody kills me in the comments on messing up the Reggie Jackson thing, I'm watching on a tiny screen. Why am I watching on this tiny screen? Because it needs to be a tiny screen for my internet, my crappy iPad to keep up. So everybody is a tiny little ant, so I can't really tell the difference between Reggie and Lou on my tiny little screen sometimes.
Yeah, great Pascal minutes. Leads back down to 5. He's really driving that second unit
Yep.
with some huge plays.
Pascal
Even that
was,
missed shot, that he had was a great move, and he almost had a dunk on that too.
and it seems like unless Steph goes off in the next X number of minutes, whatever's left, seems like Pascal's going to make our TikTok again. Because I put him on the TikTok just from him saying, "I'm a strong dude," and
Well,
so
he's
now
right.
he's got the highlights. Yeah, it's just fitting that he would make it to our TikTok twice in a row.
Yeah, Anthony Slater just tweeted that Pascal is now 20 for 30 in the home games.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Love it.
he's been really, really efficient. Just really efficient scoring.
And I actually, today was one of those days where morning shoot around, you knew it was going to be like an opportunity for you to ask Pascal a question. And we're running out of questions for him, though. He had answered a whole lot of small ball stuff. I threw in something there. Just, it was, just a shot in the dark to try and maybe get something out of it. But I went fishing. It didn't happen, which was, I asked him what it was like to be informed that he was being the small ball 5. Like, how does Steve Kerr, uh, break that news to him? And maybe there was something funny, maybe something interesting with that, but really nothing. He just said, no, he just brought it up, said, hey, you're going to be small ball 5, probably around the time when Chris went down. And that's the short of it. And so it was just that's kind of the problem with Pascal's interviews, is that it's like so matter of fact, like there's nothing else really to add with them. And him being small ball 5, there's not really, I mean, he's already been asked about, are you focusing on more arc on the 3? He said, yeah. There's not a whole lot else to talk
Already
about.
then.
So interesting.
Great
Yeah.
answer.
So if you have any questions for Pascal, put them in the comments and I'll make a note of it to ask him next time, because he's not getting really that many questions and answers. It's funny. And one for
Kennard, yeah.
Kennard, thank you.
Yeah, he was another good pickup by the Clippers. Just
Yeah.
another ball handler, another shooter.
Yeah, it's like they got a bigger, stronger Shamit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and he can do more with the
Good
ball
move.
than Shamit. Like, he can handle.
Right. Yep. And don't, we're not dissing Shamit at all. It's just that look out for this
Shamit's
guy.
just
He
kind
is
of a
not
pure.
bad.
Yeah, Shamit's just more of a pure shooter, and Kennard can shoot too, but he can do a little more. Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of the Clippers offseason.
Clippers in a zone.
Yeah.
To counter the Wiggins downhill. So it's to counter the Wiggins downhill thing that Tyronn Lue obviously knows Kerr's going to do.
Yeah, and probably also just daring us to hit some threes, which we have not shown we can do this game yet. Yeah. Damian Lee tries one, but no.
Okay, there's Reggie. I can tell because it's number 1.
Yeah, slow rotation from
Stop
Pascal.
and pop, down by 10 now. Need a score here, then need a stop.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Down by 7.
Nice to see Wanamaker hit one. Yeah, real nice to see him hit one. He's again like Oubre. He's actually a really good shooter. He just cannot find one until that.
Ooh, Pascal gets switched on PG.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad. Pat.
Nice help. Nice help. Oh, Wiggins, you don't need to go for that fake. Luckily, the pass was bad. PG has to
Damian.
take a tough
Damian.
shot. Whew, man.
Bit. That was Damian.
That was good defense. You can't really do anything about that.
Oh, that was a brick by Wiggins.
Yeah, that
Pull up.
shot only looks good if it goes in.
Yeah.
10-point lead.
They score here. Look for a TO.
Yeah. Mulder almost stole that.
Dang, nice move by Reggie. Golly, man.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, this is the problem with the second unit. They're kind of
I
more
guess Kerr's gonna
offense.
let him go.
Yeah,
No
they're a little
timeout.
more offense than defense. And if they're not scoring, they can let the other team put on a bit of a run.
Go.
Let's go. Mid-range again.
That's what he does.
21 for 31. He's officially over 67%. That's insane.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get some stops, though. This is
I don't
really
think that hit
best.
67 just wide open jumpers.
Oh, my God. Well, luckily it didn't go anywhere, but thought Ibaka was just going to finish that.
No, get out of there. Good.
Oh,
They're
that's
going to call that on Damian?
What? No, okay.
No.
No,
No.
Good.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's on
okay,
Ibaka.
there. Walk that way, guys. We go for sure.
Steph comes in, meaning Patrick Beverly follows.
Yeah, that's obviously on Ibaka. Come on. All right. So not amazing from the second unit, but Clippers are a better second unit than we've been playing.
When Steph does the stutter step to get warmed up.
Yeah,
But,
so Steph and
let's
Draymond
look
both
at the
checking in.
fans. Do we know any of those fans? Hey, penalty. All right, Damian gets 2 shots.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Nice.
And he misses.
Love those. Well, I'm new to this announcer thing, so I messed that one up big time. That was totally my fault. But yeah, I just love
What?
these unis where you got the Golden Gate Bridge on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Wiggins has my number, 22. I love that.
I also like the detail they put with the Golden Gate Bridge. Like you can actually see like the wall.
Oh, yeah. What, the waves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Lee gets 1 out of 2. We're down 9 with Steph and Draymond back in.
All right, here we go. This is a critical juncture.
That is it.
So this is an interesting Draymond and Pascal lineup. We haven't seen that consistently.
Good point. Ibaka for 3, short. Here we go, guys. Oh, careful stuff, but never doubt. Never doubt.
Damian Lee 3. Splash!
Nice.
Let's go. Down 6. Let's go.
Yep.
Make a run here. This is where the crowd would have been like.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, come on.
I don't know. I have to see a replay. That's 2 on Dre. That mask is so weird.
Well, because it's it's different than all of the others that players usually have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta protect the jaw. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's just strange looking.
No replay. Come on, NBC.
Shout out to Bradley Beal for putting up. What did he have in the end? 59?
60.
60? They got to get him off that team. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah, 60 in a loss is the important thing.
Although Devin Booker put up 70 in a loss.
Yeah. Both those teams are trash. I mean, that old Phoenix team was trash.
Yeah.
Obviously not anymore. All right, back up to 8. See if we can get Steph going a little bit.
Nice.
That'll work.
Great pass by Draymond. What a lead pass. I mean, it's so subtle.
Needle.
Yeah, he sees that stuff so far ahead of almost everybody.
Exactly. Which is another thing that gets me when in the comments goes crazy against Draymond. It's like, come on, do you watch the game?
All that on
Yeah.
Draymond?
Oh no, that's his third.
Oh, yeah, that's 3. I don't know how you.
Oh my goodness.
Now here, so Draymond kind of flopped there, but if I'm the refs, like I don't know how that's a foul on him. Just no call. Like if he flops and falls down and you don't think it was a foul, then it's not a foul on him for falling down. Like, right? Like that's probably just a no call if I'm.
And did they
That
just-
upsets me. That
Yeah.
upsets me.
And now
And
Patrick
then now we
Beverly.
have
Oh my God! Now we're just getting like the
But-
flop city over here.
okay. First of all, the Draymond foul, that was ridiculous because he tripped over PG's foot. Like he just
Yeah.
tripped. Like just let him be tripped. I don't get that. Then that leads to this, which is the physicality that Beverly puts on Steph. We don't have a replay yet, but then now we're in the penalty, and it's just like
Yeah. Yeah,
That
and
was-
Beverly does that because he knows he's about to get in the penalty.
exactly.
It's so dumb.
So credit Beverly, but come on, refs.
I just don't understand how you can possibly call that foul on Draymond. Like, what
Exactly.
what
That's
could
where
he have done there?
Draymond or Steph or one of the guys needs to go up to the ref and go, hey, look, this is what the Clippers do. You can't be falling for that and just polish up with the
Wanamaker,
ref.
nice move on PG. Misses
Ah.
the shot, but gets his own rebound and draws the foul.
Nice.
He's hitting himself on the head for like I
Yeah,
should've
he
made
knows
that.
he needed to finish that. That was nice though. Yeah, it was so funny because on that Dre foul, like him falling down gave the Clippers an advantage.
That's-
Like Paul
that's
George
like
was
the-
wide open. You didn't need to call a foul on it.
That's the defensive version of Steph not getting the MVP call. Like this is a DPOY and he trips on his own. Like we're not even saying it was a foul on Paul George. It's
No, he
like,
just fell
he
down.
just tripped.
Yeah.
And you're gonna call that? I mean, like that's his third. That's important. So that's where you gotta that's where the refs are human.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You see somebody fall down with contact, you kind of feel like there's something going on probably, but anyway.
Nice rebound, Wanamaker.
All right,
Up to
down
Steph.
6
Oh,
still.
nice lead pass. Great outlet.
Ah,
Ooh, just missed. Oh no.
Oh
Well,
yeah. Bad
For
pass.
everything that Draymond does, we can't get too on him for that, you know.
I mean, it's like Steph, right? You're
Yeah,
seeing that
Steph.
many passes. Sometimes you're going to throw something a little reckless.
And they're,
nice job by
they're
Lee
just
staying down.
they are not in sync yet. So
Yeah.
if they're in
Oh,
sync,
man.
he makes that pass.
Nice
But
recovery.
Draymond right back with a nice deflection.
I mean, you know he'll do that.
Steph inside to
Look at the
Pascal.
two
who's
guys on
out.
Steph. Look at the gravity. You love to see the
Yeah.
gravity. I mean, you don't, but because you want him to shoot. But man, this guy.
That's the difference of having him just on the court without even doing anything
Please
particular.
replay that. Please replay Patrick Beverly and Luke Kennard being so worried about Steph. Please replay that. That was awesome.
Yeah, maybe between free throws.
They won't.
Pascal hits the first.
So,
Well,
on
you
the
know a
basketball
clip of that
season.
will come up. I'm sure one of the Warriors fan groups will have found that clip.
I'm looking.
Well, yeah, they're not
Because
gonna
you
have
know
that
all the
because
light
It
years
wasn't
pod
a-
guys who are always pounding the Steph does everything horn will probably isolate that
oh,
clip
yeah,
later.
I don't want to talk about those guys because they're the biggest hypocrites in Warriors in Dub Nation. They're the biggest hypocrites ever.
Man, Pascal
don't
was
get me
13
started.
in the quarter.
Listen to our stuff instead. 'Cause we're not out for your laughs and your clout. You know,
Nice
our clout.
defense with PG. Couldn't get the rebound. Someone's got to help Steph there a little.
Yeah,
Draymond,
yeah.
careful.
Dre and Steph kind
Only
of
4 points.
poked each other.
Well, Kawhi did a Kawhi jumper. What are you gonna do?
and
Yeah.
Draymond didn't want to go too deep or he
There's
gets called for his
Literally nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, the
Oubre
best.
dropped in.
Oh man, there we go again. Another
Pascal
instinct play.
Yeah, you're
somehow
driving
gets called.
straight. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to play defense on plays like that. They always get called, and I get that in the letter of the law that is a foul. You got in his way, but I honestly am not sure how you're supposed to guard that beyond having somehow teleported to already having been in front of
There's
him. Right?
another example when Draymond will express his frustration of bad referees calling by exerting that energy towards our own coaching staff, which is a little trick that he does,
Yeah,
which is fine.
just
Like the coaching staff is used to that, but yeah, and he's also probably trying to tell Steve to tell the ref, so he doesn't need to tell the ref
yeah,
directly and pick up the tech.
exactly.
But you could see Draymond was very upset about the refs calling that crap.
Yeah, there's been a
And I'm
few.
gonna need to see a replay, but
I'm sure
they're not gonna
Fitz
replay
is
it.
just like out of control screaming about it on the broadcast.
Yeah, I haven't even checked that. I don't have the volume up high enough,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I
listening.
think I'd rather leave it the way it is. Because sometimes Fitz might be right, but it just gets to be a little overwhelming. Oh, here we go. Inside Chase, Nick Friedel says Draymond came to the Warriors bench yelling, "That's bullshit. That's bullshit." Came to the bench yelling Kerr to challenge. Okay, there you go. I forgot
Hmm.
about that challenge. Kerr took
All right.
one look at the replay on the video board and challenged the play. They're challenging it.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yo,
Good to know.
I
first
was
of
wondering
all,
why they went to a
NBC
commercial so quick.
NBC's on a commercial break right now while we're analyzing this from Twitter. Word has got to get out that it's better to do the second screens than go through commercials. And I mean, we're analyzing every little morsel that's out there. So little tooting of our own horn there, but if you could spread the word that we're not leaving a stone unturned on this game,
You have to be
that would be
pretty
very helpful.
excited as the Warriors to be hanging around very much in striking distance here with Steph only having
Yeah.
2 points. 2 points. Like we're almost
Right,
done with
right,
the half.
right. There's a lot of positives. This is like the one game where you go into halftime down and the coaching staff's like, we got this. We got this. Like we just need to do that thing X, and we're
Yeah.
there. We're right there against a quality Western Conference team that's at full strength, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, man, I got a lot of high hopes
Yeah, I mean, Steph
coming
isn't
out of
going to
halftime.
score 4 points in the whole game. So at some point, he's going to start making himself heard. And if you're
Yeah.
still hanging around 6, 7 points or so, that might just swing it. Now, on the other hand, though, the
Oh, yeah.
Clippers stars have also been pretty quiet. So I feel like there's probably a regression to the mean for all three of those guys. The second half, I imagine all of them will be a little more involved in the offense.
So now they're coming back from break and they're using the challenge. And I don't know. I need to see the replay A. And oh, here we go. Replay.
Okay.
Look at
Like,
EP backpedal. That's
I
great defense.
yeah,
That's
I'm not sure.
superb defense.
I don't
That's
know what
Draymond
else.
level defense.
I don't know what else he's
Hmm.
supposed to do, but they
They
didn't
lost the
overturn it.
challenge. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Come on.
I just would really love for somebody
I
to
don't get it.
explain like how you're supposed to guard that then. If you can't do that, like what are you actually supposed to be doing?
What is the point of a challenge? Like, did they watch the same replay? Like, is there another replay that shows contact? Because Pascal is backpedaling. He barely touched him. If it was like a fingernail, if anything. Wow.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of how that always gets called. Not that I
Yeah.
think
I
that's
need to
right,
see it
but
one more time. I
that
will give him that much just because I need to see it one more time.
yeah, I do
But
feel like that gets called that way pretty consistently. Not that I
Look at
always
Steph drawing two.
yeah.
yep,
Oubre
yep.
drives inside. Go strong. Go dunk it.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
wonder
go
if
harder on Ibaka.
can Wiseman have done more to flash open when Steph, or Ibaka went
Hmm.
all the way up, like do a little bit more because that was
Yeah.
clogged.
All right. Good defense. Good box out
Down
by
8.
Wiseman there.
Let's go, guys. There's finally a good, decision by Oubre and his
Yeah.
ball, but then Wiseman kind of throws up.
I was gonna say we've got too many guys who aren't.
Oh,
no.
that was interesting.
Oh,
Yikes.
thank you,
Oh, whoa.
Kawhi. Lucky.
Yeah, that was weird.
So
Oh,
lucky.
God, Oubre.
In and
I
out.
mean, and it bounces weird. Otherwise, Wiseman was gonna catch that.
0 field goals in the
yeah.
last 3 minutes. Good Lord.
Yeah, offense is gonna
What a
have to pick
drought.
up here.
Oubre, 1
At
of
least the
9.
defense is nice.
Yeah, defense has been solid, but
All right, there's 130
Except for that one.
something left. Get Draymond out. I do
10
not want him
points.
his 4th.
he's only got 2, I
I
think.
think it's at that point. Yeah. He's only got 2.
Does he only have
And
2?
even
I thought we said he had 3.
No, he
Oh,
has
he's
2.
only at 2. Oh, thank God.
oh my goodness.
There we go. Wait, what? Oh, wow, that didn't.
Okay.
Never mind. Weird.
Good job,
cleans up the
Wiggins.
mess.
Yeah. All right.
But you can see we're just a little out of sync on the Wiseman catch. It's just so indicative of the night that has happened. And
Yep.
there's Oubre. Yay.
Nice.
On PG, baby. That's what
There
we
we
need.
go.
Little spark.
Yeah, that's what he needs to just
Oh,
focus
man.
on. Don't press on offense. Just focus on playing good defense and being
Defense
opportunistic.
leads to
Crowd there.
offense.
Wish the
Job by
crowd was
Wiggins
there.
moving his feet.
Yep.
Draws the
All right,
offense.
they finally gave us a call.
There we
They
go.
finally gave us. There we go. Jeez,
I mean,
man.
what we're seeing is our wings are holding up, right? Wiggins and Oubre have both done a pretty good job. I mean, Kawhi's going to score and
Kawhi
PG's
has
going to
too.
hit some shots, but they've done a really good job bottling them up. Yeah, that extension.
Nice. Draymond to Wiseman for
There
the
you
lob.
There we
go.
go. That's that play that we all thought would be happening a lot more often, but they're starting to get on the same page. 4-point game.
Wiggins, nice defense. Wiseman, nice inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Wiseman wanted the ball, but you got to know the clock.
What a battle.
Steph, 3. Boom. Boom.
Yes, sir. Gotcha, Pat.
You know he wanted that on Beverly so bad.
They were roommates. Remember, they're friendly.
I
so
know,
they're
but
going at each other.
competitive
No,
for
not to
sure.
you. I'm just telling the fans. I know you
Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah. 1-point game.
Warriors, one of the things has the replay. I'm gonna tweet it out of that foul.
Pat Bev would not let Steph shoot the 3-quarter shot. I'll take that as respect.
Yeah.
That's like, it bothers me because that's what Pat Bev does. But I can't, now that we know him so well.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, we're like, who is this guy? But now we know.
Well, great little run at the end there. That's kind of perfect. Once the starters got back in.
Down by 1. Love it.
This has been a pretty awful offensive game for most of the Warriors. Pretty much everyone other than Pascal, frankly. Wiggins is shooting okay, but it hasn't really looked like he's been that useful on offense. But man, you're down 1 point and Steph is 2 for 7 and you have looked like a mess out there, mostly on offense. You got to be really excited. Defense is really kind of the story, I feel.
Yes. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to.
Rebecca, you've got a fan in the comments.
Oh, cool. I
Somebody
hope
said
you're not
Rebecca
being
is the bomb.
sarcastic. Oh, good.
Thank you. I appreciate that after some haters earlier.
Yeah. Just like Draymond says, though, when you got haters, that means you're doing something right. We need a hater for Gabe. Just kidding.
Well, there was one guy coming at all 3 of us last game.
Oh, sure. There's always some nonsense. This guy who's, I think I'm starting to recognize a few consistent viewers, which is cool, seeing some names that have been popping up.
Cool. All right, good. So you got that. So you can address, I can't even pronounce that. Lepidoptery.
Lepidoptery is asking about how the defense has been on both sides, or sort of like what's going on with all the major players kind of, being a little absent in terms of the box score. I'd say it's a little of both, frankly. All those guys have had some open looks that they've missed, but I think in general, both teams have guarded the primary threats pretty well. The Clippers are clearly paying a ton of attention to Steph, and as we talked about, that opened up stuff for other people. But they're selling out pretty hard to chase him around and double team him and give him looks that are pretty tough. He's also just missed a couple open ones. And it's, I think, as I was saying, Wiggins and Oubre have held up pretty well on Kawhi and PG. They've bothered them, chased them into some tough jumpers. But I'd be shocked if all three of those guys didn't do something more significant in the second half than what we've seen so far.
Rich, I have that replay in our of course, the Steph haters are back after one half. Thank you.
We actually have Steph haters on here?
Oh, not
no, on ESPN.
Oh.
Well, sure. Yeah. You mean Clutch State Media?
Oh, no, I'm talking about like actually on TV.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The ESPN state media apparatus for Clutch Sports.
All right. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Rich, I have the replay of that questionable call on our highlights.
Oh, really? Cool. Oh, that's weird. I can hear myself.
Yeah, well, despite a lot of that, avoided any sort of significant foul trouble.
Sorry, guys. There we go. That's better.
And yeah, I mean, I feel like this game is so far very much in a wait and see. Which team will kind of take their offense up a notch in the second half? Both teams playing good D.
Yeah, and I look to see both stars on both teams come alive a little more than they have been. You mentioned that a few minutes ago, but it's not just Steph and stuff. It's both teams. Not as much Kawhi, but PG. Although PG can have a very quiet game.
Yeah, PG and Kawhi often
sometimes.
Yeah, they're often not great in the same game in terms of scoring. Like I feel like they kind of trade off who's the bigger scorer. I don't know. PG looks pretty absent.
Okay, so this is gonna sound weird, Rebecca, but I think what you need to do, just because I've never really looked at our highlights during a game because I'm usually doing them. Go ahead and retweet every single tweet that you have from our account, because I think it will put it right back at the top. I'm going to try that with the last one, because then our timeline looks kind of funny with the last highlight not being the first one. Yeah, so just go ahead and do that. Retweet every single tweet. Does that make sense? That'll put the highlight back at the top of the timeline. And the reason why I do that is because I want to share the screen as a placeholder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I get what you're saying.
Just retweet your tweet. Because when it's in a thread, it gets buried. And it's a dumb feature of Twitter. In fact, an executive of Twitter who follows us actually recommended that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to Zoom, share the screen. Of course, it won't let me. Oh, suck. Okay. Doesn't allow me to share. Oh, battling with technology every day.
Rich, I think I gotta basically go backwards and retweet them.
From now on, not right now. From now on, every time you tweet, retweet it. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Just do it. You
I'm
tweet something,
confused.
retweet it.
Every time I tweet, retweet the one I just tweeted? Or
Yes.
retweet the
Keep a giant Russian doll of retweets.
I'm confused
Because
on how that would work.
what do you mean how that would work? It allows, if you go to your Twitter app on your iPhone, usually
Yeah,
what happens when you add to a thread, it buries it down
right.
and you see the first tweet of the thread rather than the one that you just tweeted.
Okay, I
To
think I get you.
circumvent that, you retweet the one
I
you just
got you.
added. Thank you. And that's not just me, that's coming from the CFO of Twitter. He told
Yeah, I
us to
got
do that.
you. Starting now.
We got to a
Okay.
point where I used to do that all the time just in my reporting. And then people wouldn't see the latest tweet, they would only see the first tweet and they would criticize us for that.
Huh.
And it got a little ridiculous. And that's another reason why I don't really like Twitter. It's just like it's built wrong. The whole platform is built wrong. The real Twitter is actually Discord, in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm just trying something since we're not talking about anything. So when I share screen, that's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah, I would press not now.
Oh no, I'm not keeping this. I'm not gonna. I'd rather have you guys on. So let me unshare the screen. So that's another problem with Zoom is when you share a screen, it just takes over. I don't even. How do I get out of this, Gabe? Have you done this before? Oh, okay, never
You
mind. I
just go
got
to
it.
like end share or stop sharing screen or whatever that button is.
Got it. Yeah. So that doesn't help. We're always just gonna have a crappy screen. But at least we got the LGW logo in the bottom now. Okay.
Okay, there
So
you
I'm
go.
gonna do my load management and work on the TikTok, and you guys keep going. Good job. And I'll see you
Yeah.
guys in the fourth quarter. Hopefully it'll, I mean, I might chime in every now and then, but I'll see you in the fourth quarter. Hopefully it's still a good game by then.
For
Off
sure.
to TikTok I go.
One thing I'm noticing about Oubre, and I was just chatting with somebody else about it. He's one of those players that like pre-selects what he's gonna do in a moment and then just commits like 100% to that decision.
I think it's what Rich calls the the tunnel vision.
Instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Playing on instinct.
Yeah, like, but
Yeah.
it feels like it's a choice sometimes, which is interesting. Like, because the first decision is usually a totally
Oh.
reasonable one. Like, he's great at attacking closeouts, right? Like, guy runs at him in the corner when he catches a pass. He lets that guy kind of act like he's gonna shoot and, you know, go to deal with that, and then he attacks the closeout. If nobody rotates to stop him, then that's a great move, and he dunks it, and it looks great. But the Clippers have been really sharp. Ibaka especially has been really quick at filling that gap when Oubre gets by his man, and then Oubre doesn't really have a counter move. It seems that's sort of the next step, either whether it's just passing out of there or doing something else other than just kind of going straight at a veteran shot blocker like Ibaka.
I think the other thing is he doesn't go up strong enough sometimes.
Interesting for a player like him, who I wouldn't have expected that.
He settles.
Mm-hmm.
When instead do a simple pump fake on the three and then drive, but drive hard. Like, don't drive all soft and stuff, drive hard. Because he can dunk. So act like you're going to dunk on them and make them foul you.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are good points. I wonder if the coaching staff, i.e. player development, i.e. Chris DeMarco and guys, obviously they have a lot of time on their hands working with Wiseman. It's already been stated in various post-game and pre-game interviews that Theo Robertson is working with Wiseman. But then you wonder, is there a plan with Oubre, and are they going through all these nitpicky points that we just brought up, or you two just brought up? And that'd be good to know. I don't know that that's something that we can find out right away. Maybe through Steve Kerr, maybe at one of the lesser populated, attended interviews, like maybe coming up on a road trip. I can pop that question real quick because there is a sensitivity to some of the beat writers that are on deadline. In fact, the poor reporter from Greece, he basically got a little bit of scolded on um, from PR, one of those post games with Steve Kerr, where they were reminded that, hey, look, we got a few Bay Area reporters that are on deadline. Let's make sure they get to ask their questions first. So I can't just be, treating it like a campfire with Steve and just asking random stuff. There has to be. I would say it's harder for me because then I gotta pick and choose my spots, and I gotta remember to ask this over the next couple of weeks. But I think it's an important one. It kind of gets you to understand Oubre better because I really don't have a problem actually if he was just a pure instinct type player. I mean, I get that. You're it's the all-stars that become all-stars that make the all-star team all the time that are not instinct or IQ. Their IQ, they've evolved into a higher IQ player, or they already were, like Steph. So I just accept guys how they are, but then you wonder what they're doing to try and improve that, because every team needs that, and I'm sure the Warriors have that. You got to think that this is light years culture, right? So, but you never know. So that's a good question for Kerr.
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm sure,
All right.
like we've been saying, I'm sure a lot of it is just him getting used to it, used to
Yeah.
where his
So is
teammates
it?
are.
Then the next question is, okay, are you guys just back off a little bit because you don't want to piss him off either, or wreck his confidence. Like, oh, okay, I'm playing like crap. So
Showed
that's what
on
you're saying. Like,
ESPN actually
take it
this
personal.
right before this, they were actually showing the on TV the defense that Steph draws.
Cool.
Mm. Oh, do they have that the doubling at the top of the 3-point line
Yeah.
clip? Nice.
Second half about to start. See if we can build off that momentum to end the first half.
Yeah, I feel like it's really just a question of like which team finds an offensive flow first.
Offensive foul.
Nice.
Good. Oh, so I guess
Yeah.
I missed the tip off. Wiseman won another tip then.
No, you don't tip off in the third.
No. I mean,
Okay.
the Clippers got the
Because
ball.
the Clippers
so
got
won
it.
the
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice. Sort of a nice
Had
pass
to
by
force
Wiseman.
it.
A little off, yeah. Not a bad idea. Wiseman, couple seconds late. That was just him being a touch slow on that slide over. Yeah, just a little slow.
Pat Beverly trying the Michael Jordan free throw rebound. I've
Dude
learned
is
to
so
enjoy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I've learned to enjoy Pat Beverly. He's comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, Wiseman with the worst shot in basketball.
Yeah.
right
That was
inside the
bad.
3-point line.
That was real bad.
Thank goodness Pat Bev missed.
I feel like
Like,
a lot of these newer Warriors could use just a knowledge that like you don't have to shoot if your first couple of
Ooh.
moves.
Nice.
Dre
There
says,
we
"See you later,
go.
Zubats.
Great
You can't
spin
cover
move by
me.
Draymond down the lane with the lob to Wiseman.
Beautiful.
Will it be a spark? Come on, let's make it a spark."
That sort of dynamic should happen a lot more as the year gets on and they get used to each other. Paul
Good
George.
rotations.
Yeah, Batum doesn't want to shoot until he's over there.
Fine
Yeah.
by me.
But
Yeah, exactly. Good. Like, oh, you starting Batum? Okay, cool.
Geez, Steph among the trees.
yeah, he's guarded by like 4 guys.
Still got it off. Almost.
Yeah,
got
weird bad spacing on the Warriors, I feel, that contributed to
Ooh.
that.
Is that a foul on Wiggins?
What?
I'd like to
George
see
is
it.
the one that literally put his elbow into him.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Here's the replay of. Oh, sorry, I meant Batum. Draymond said bye-bye to Batum.
Yeah. It's nice. We're going to see a lot more of that for
Look
sure.
at the ball; it's so small compared
Yeah.
to Wiseman's hand.
And his catch radius
That's
is
like me
ridiculous.
dunking a Nerf.
Yeah, you can throw it up so
Yay.
much. Yeah, just
Steph and
everywhere.
Dre connecting for some good defense.
Yeah, Wiggins with that
Oh
poke
my
too.
goodness.
Oh Lord.
Ah,
Oubre's having a bad
stepped on the
game.
line. At least he said my bad.
Yeah, I mean he knows. He's having a rough game.
Gotta
But
hope these keep reducing game by game.
yeah,
Sort of
I
these
mean
mental
he's
errors.
still playing hard on defense. Did he get called for that foul?
George is getting MVP calls right here. They're ticky tack.
Yeah, I'd have to see that
But the
again.
actual MVP on the floor doesn't get them.
Right. That's the thing. Yeah, doesn't feel consistent.
Yeah, I don't
But I don't know. It's
see
it's
that
tough
well enough to
anymore.
see exactly what the call was, but
Right. Exactly. I'm like a lot of it's benefit of the doubt. Okay, I'm not gonna see a replay, whatever.
yeah, it was a reach. I mean, the problem with reaching is it just looks like a foul so much, whether or not you actually
Right.
are fouling.
Right.
And I think Oubre got a hand in there. Whether or not he got arm or
Yep.
ball is hard to know. Well, we're still 4 points. Still not quite getting anywhere.
Steph recovers from the Pat Bev slap.
Yeah,
Get him the ball. Okay.
coming
Well, we had
around.
Zubats. Wiggins had Zubats.
Wiggins,
Okay.
nice
Hits
Wiggins.
the three.
Nice.
Hits the three. I forgive you, Win.
Yeah, I don't love the process of that shot, but that'll work.
Right? Because Steph was coming around.
Yep.
All right,
Good
Dre.
defense.
Yeah,
He-
Draymond was
Ah,
great.
round.
Oh,
Way to
man.
not bite. Oh, he scores. Way to not bite, though, Wiseman.
Yeah, that's tough.
Did
That's
he-
all you can really
he,
do.
He had his hands up the whole time, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's all you can do to not,
Oh,
you're probably
man.
drawing the foul. Wiggins, not quite the accuracy there, but at least they're looking for Wiseman now. I love that they're actually looking for him.
It's all PG right now.
Yeah, he's clearly finding a little bit of a rhythm.
Man. Got to get those, James.
Yeah.
All right, Dre, way to tap that out.
There we go. Let's
That's such an elite tap. I mean, these
Yeah.
subtle things by Draymond, like he knows Wiggins has a step, tap
Mhm.
out, just
Yeah, just more examples of just how much he's thinking the game ahead of most people.
look at that. Nice lead pass. Oh, yes, Steph. Get hot, baby. Only down one, and he just
Yep.
made a really tough shot. Splashed it. 2 points.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if you could find a rhythm here too.
Let's
As long
go.
as we're just continuing to hang around.
Oh,
Nice.
what a
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
A
through the
dart. A
goggles.
dart. Lefty
Beautiful
dart.
pass.
Ah.
Steph with the steal on that too, just
Oh,
making stuff
wait.
happen.
Oubre just caused the
Did
baseline
they just
turnover.
get an offensive foul on the inbound?
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, can we please see
Yeah,
the
because
replay
they
here?
give us these weird angles.
This is not the replay. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
nice play,
Well,
but it's not what I want right now.
Steph Pat Beverly on the
Yep.
slap.
Yeah, great play by Steph. Can we see what? No,
Oh,
there's not going to give
man.
us anything.
Ugh.
Oh man,
Oh
Wiseman
my
just
God, and that dropped. Did that go
boy.
up in the hoop?
They're calling the foul on that too. Yeah,
Well,
Wiseman
it felt like a
really.
foul.
That's too much. It's too much. He's doing a little too much.
I don't see that.
Dang, that one dropped in.
Yeah, he got him with the
Kawhi,
body.
vintage Kawhi.
All right, not a big deal though. Just teachable moment for James. Kerr's talking to him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's tough. This is, I mean, not counting those first
LA
couple games
Clippers.
when the whole team was
Death.
a mess.
Nice.
Yeah. Whew.
Didn't get it in, but
I mean, I want to see him that aggressive, though. That's what got him those 62 points, and he's going to need to put that aggressiveness to use. Yeah, this is just one of the tougher teams in the league. Wiseman's getting a little bit of an initiation.
Just down two still.
And Oubre is still so broke.
All right, Wiggins.
Yeah, great defense. Great defense. Wiggins has actually been pretty phenomenal on defense this
Right?
game.
I mean, have you seen this
most games
when he was with Minnesota? Did you see this with Minnesota?
Very sporadically, the sort of thing where he would have a game or two where he'd look really, really good, and then he'd just totally be a turnstile.
Draymond.
Oh
Could have
man,
shot that. Nice deflection though.
Yeah, nice. That's the problem when they know you're not going to shoot, is like they just guard the pass the whole way. He has to take that shot at some point, or else they just don't have to guard him. Made one last game. I think Looney's a generally better matchup for the Clippers than Wiseman too, because the Clippers don't really have a big guy that does much inside, and it's a lot of switching onto perimeter guys. Are they calling that on Oubre?
How many is that on him?
I can't tell if that.
Fitz just said it's on him, but he's been wrong before, so I don't know.
It looks like Paul went into him, but that's 4 on Oubre. Yeah, tough game for him so far. 3 for 12. Steph's 3 for 10. But defense is keeping them in.
Oubre. Jeez. Rich.
Yeah.
I'm calling you Oubre. How's the retweeting going?
I'm working on TikTok.
Okay.
Oh, check retweeting. Well, you just got to go to the Twitter app and see.
It looks right to me.
What did you retweet last? Was it the Clippers? Where did
one
the ball
didn't
go?
thread right? Hold on. Yeah, the last one didn't thread right. Hold on.
What do you mean it didn't thread right?
I don't know. It didn't thread correct.
I'll just undo retweet and retweet. Boom. Problem solved. Or at least it should. Yep, problem solved. You can just undo the retweet and then just retweet it again. to get it back to the top of the app.
Well, no, it is at the top, but the thing is,
Well,
there's
now it is, because I did
3
it.
of them at the top.
No, there's only one at the top. First, it's our pinned tweet, which, by the way, people go check our Twitter if you want to get 20% off the tonight's jersey T-shirt, not the jersey, just the T-shirt. They have 20% off the T-shirt, which is nice because they've got the Golden Gate Bridge on there. And I wonder if the back has the cable car. I'm gonna click on that just to see because I'm dying of curiosity.
No, Rich, there's like 2 of them.
Oh yeah, they have the cable car in the back of the shirt. Man, that's cool. 20% off, so $35. So that's $7 off. So instead of 35, it's $28. Okay, so you were saying so then the next tweet, let me just refresh. So our pinned tweet is tonight's merchandise. And then we have Clippers Where'd the Ball Go is the last highlight.
Yeah, and then scroll down, and I think it's there again.
Well, that's how it works. We don't care about what's below this. We care about what's on top of our what's our pinned tweet and what's the one right below the pinned tweet.
Fine by me.
Yeah, so we're good. Beyond that, it's craziness because it's Twitter. But yeah, it's threading, right? If you look beyond that.
All right.
Bazemore in.
Bazemore doing a little
Bazemore
warm-up.
for Oubre. Simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, it's about when he'd sub out anyways, but also probably about time. See if he can provide a little bit more on offense. To Wiggins' credit, from what we've been talking about, I just looked at the box score, and Kawhi has 5 turnovers.
Wow.
And a few of those are Wiggins just straight up stonewalling him on drives.
Wiggins
Now
laser.
it's the jumper.
Yeah, pretty nice, quiet game from Wiggins. Nothing spectacular, but he's been solid on both ends. Morris continues to be hot. Oh, that's Kawhi. Never mind. Whoops. Similar looking jump shots. There we go, Steph.
Down 2, 6 minutes.
Yeah, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Still no real offensive explosion, but both teams getting a little bit more going every once in a while. Both teams still playing great defense, kind of just what
Draymond
it is.
shoots the 3 off front iron.
This time he shot it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him to shoot a bunch, but you got to take it when you're that wide open over and over again. Kawhi doing Kawhi things.
Nice dish by Steph. Come on.
That's green.
Yeah. Caught him a little bit. Man, the Raptors are 1-6 now. What happened?
Wow. I had no idea. I hope they win one before the Warriors have to play them. They're just going to get more and more focused the more they lose.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't really say anything. I'm being real about it.
Oh, man.
Wiggins, another nice play on Kawhi.
Yeah, he's bottling Kawhi up pretty well. Not giving him anything easy.
Very promising. Love it.
I mean, we're seeing the Wiggins we all kind of hoped we would. It's not perfect player, but he's way better than what I was fearing.
Oh, geez. Oh, my goodness. Turnover.
Yikes.
It was like Baze didn't know he was supposed to post up. And it leads to a Lou Will 3.
That looked incredibly like a bunch of guys who don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough sequence. Very disjointed offense. It's interesting to me. And I know the Clippers are doing a lot to prevent this, but it's interesting to me how many of these bad possessions are possessions where like Steph still hasn't touched the ball several passes
Yep.
in.
Hmm.
And it's not like he has to do everything, but we should probably never have a possession where he doesn't touch the ball unless it's like a quick pass ahead for a dunk or something. But obviously credit the Clippers as well. They're, clearly playing to shut him down.
Right.
All right, and then Louisville made it up to 7, which is the biggest lead they've had in a while. But
What's that?
still nothing too impressive, given that Steph could easily trim that in a second. Just been kind of clunky offense.
Oof. These late West Coast games get me.
Yeah, I feel, I'm impressed that you stay up for all
In
of this.
high school, they didn't get me this much.
Well, sure.
I'm getting old. 20 is the new 50.
Oh, man, don't even start.
I know, really. Hush.
Complaining about being 20, my God.
Who says so? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm more tired than I was at 16.
Yeah. Oop-de-doo. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say too many things here rather than just kind of waiting to see if the Warriors offense gets clicking.
Our YouTube chat's pretty slow.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of like it's a
I don't know. Right
game.
now it's just kind of slow for us too.
Yeah, well, it's a game that feels very much like one of these teams is going to take this at some point because they're both kind of leaving the door open over and over again. And we're kind of just still in a wait and see mode about what happens there.
Please don't show a clay graphic. Don't make me sad.
Can we just get Steph the ball? Nope, we're going to have
Nice jump pass or bounce pass.
another possession where Steph doesn't touch it the whole time. All right, at least
it was a little difficult because Kawhi was on Steph that possession.
Yeah, I get it, but like, you got to do something. Like, you got to get him the ball. Worth on Zubac, as if that really means anything particularly. Oh, man, Steph gets open as Looney gives him another offensive foul screen. Looney has not been on the same page on the angle of those a few times now. Yeah, I mean, that's moving. It's the right call. It's just a little late. And credit the Clippers for sticking so close with Steph, whether it's Beverly or Kawhi.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job
our
by
ball.
Wiggins in that contest.
Yeah, Wiggins again, rotating and helping. Okay, we got to get something going on offense here, though, because Clippers will score eventually.
Draymond shoots the 3 off on that one.
I mean, Clippers are playing us like I would draw it up, right? Like, you just hound Steph like crazy and make any of these other guys try to do something.
And some dude knocks in a 3 on the other team.
Clippers. Yeah, I think that was Morris.
I think so.
Once again,
Yeah, Morris.
into
Clippers starting to make their shots. At some point, they're not going to shoot 30-something% the whole game. Like, we have to start actually scoring on them.
Yeah, Morris.
The deep Clippers team.
Oh,
Fake. Slips around screens.
just could not
Inside.
get it to drop.
Ooh, got the foul,
Nice
though.
moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to just be aggressive. Like, I get that he's getting double teamed. They're running him off ball so much. I would just give him the ball more to get started. Kawhi's doing an incredible job of not letting him catch the ball when they're running them off ball. And I think you got to just get a little forcey about it. I know Kerr doesn't like to do that, but at some point.
Oh, Steph, a rare miss.
Damian
Steph missed a
Young
free
is
throw.
in. For Wig.
That kind of game.
What you singing, Rich?
What am I singing?
Sounds like you're like humming something.
No.
All right, 9 points.
It's a baseball game.
Still hanging around, but oh man. Wow on Steph.
Although instead of singing, you guys should just check our TikTok. I uploaded a few highlights. Set to Loaded Gun by King Stace. I wanted to do Can't Complain by escapes me. Lil Blurry. Can't Complain by Lil Blurry, but it was only 15 seconds and my highlights was 36 seconds.
All right, leads up to 11.
That's the thing with the Clippers. That's a foul there, but it's a foul that you feel. Like, if you're gonna foul somebody, I respect this defense. Like,
Yeah.
you want to make sure they feel it, and Draymond definitely felt that one.
Yeah, but I feel like Patrick Beverly felt it more.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Beverly.
He didn't want to foul him because they're in the penalty.
Yeah, he was trying to draw the
Draymond.
charge. He thought he could
Yeah.
get in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Draymond hits the free throw. Something.
Yeah. Couldn't make both.
Yeah, this quarter's been pretty rough on offense. Pretty rough. I mean, Ty Lue has coached against Steph a lot.
That's not that point of attack.
Nice pass by Lue. All right, we're up to 12 points now.
What a pass. Jump Steph.
Nice.
Nice look. Yeah. Back to 10.
Guess I'm like a second ahead of you guys.
Yeah, you've got a little second on us.
Yeah. It's just the offense only works when Steph initiates things. Like, it's got to be.
Steph has been like plays off ball a lot lately, but I think right now we need him to play with the ball a little more. Oh, Draymond Express. Steph misses the 2.
Yeah, that's fine. I want Steph to be involved on every possession now. There are games when the rest of the offense is clicking.
Nice by Damian Lee to force the turnover.
Yeah, where he doesn't need to do as much, but this is not that kind of game. This game, you need Steph to just force the issue.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Nice
go.
pass and 1.
Perfect. See?
Steph, man. I mean, he's so in MVP form.
Yep. You just gotta get him involved. As long as he or Draymond are making the decisions, that's what you need.
Can this be the spark? We've wondered the last 3 potential sparks were not sparks.
Yeah, it's just still a weird shooting game for Steph. He's 4 for 12. Just weird. Weird game.
Just barely even shot it.
Yeah, Dre gets the 3-point play. We're back down to 7. As long as you keep it, somewhere in this range, still can
In
make a run in
striking
the fourth.
distance.
Yeah. Steph can easily actually
That
start
three.
making some shots.
Go.
Nice. That's 5 on Zubac. Not Zubac's game.
Sit down, boy.
Have not seen anything out of
Well,
him.
actually, we want him in. I take that back. No,
That's
come
actually true. Ibaka is much more dangerous.
But he and Kawhi sit down. So it's Ibaka now.
I think PG.
Why are they looking at Draymond's like points? I'm like, that's not Draymond.
What is that, ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm on
Anyways,
the local.
Pascal's in. Pascal
Yeah,
has to tell Baze to go. Interesting.
Yeah.
Steph.
There we go.
I feel like Baze has fell asleep a couple times tonight.
Yeah. At least they got that open look for Steph, though. I mean,
Jeez.
Man.
The thing you just don't like about Ibaka is when he nails a three on you.
Was that Ibaka or was that Morris?
No, it's Ibaka.
There you go.
More corner splash.
There we go. Nice play by Pascal. Good recognition on that. Everybody's shooting better than Steph from 3 in this game, which is bizarre.
Finally, Morris misses.
Yeah, he's been sharp.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Oh,
find.
yeah. All the.
Wow, Bazemore with the vision.
A little bit of a pusher. That's good. 40
Where are
down
these
to 5.
highlights? I'm not getting them.
I know. Yeah, that is frustrating.
No, they're just hanging around.
And you have to concentrate to see if they're coming in, and they're not.
One just did. I'm working on it.
Good defense by Bazemore, but PG gonna hit those.
And there goes Pat Bev again, just bothering the inbound. Even God, such a pest. But
yeah,
credit to them.
That's his whole job all game. He knows it.
3-second differential.
7 points. Hopefully you can trim it.
Better get that call. Oh,
yeah.
Wanted that one to go in. The fact that almost dropped. God,
yeah.
Just love to watch this stuff.
Well, if you can go into the fourth only down 5, with as bad as the offense has looked, you got to feel really good. Again, you just need 5 minutes of solid offense, and you can still take this game.
See Steph with all that nodding. It's like he just knows. The Warriors are just so close to just making a huge, deep run.
Yep.
We're right there. We're right there. Oh my goodness. He missed.
He missed 2 free throws in this game. What a weird game.
Yeah. Good defense.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a shot off.
All right. Well, weird game. Steph has an all-time bad shooting game from all parts of the court for some weird reason, and we're down 6 into the fourth.
Can't complain, just like Lil Blurry says.
Although, even if his shooting hasn't been on point, his passing has.
Yeah. He's still making some impressive plays. All right, so now I'm gonna go post on Instagram, guys. So I will still sit out for a little bit. Be back.
Cool.
Oh, we have a little. We do have some logo highlights of pregame Steph. If anybody wants to check that out, it was posted by Mark Jackson, who is calling the game. Yeah, I mean, I wonder how our ESPN watchers, our viewers, are handling Mark Jackson tonight.
With a mute button, probably.
Yeah.
That's how I usually do. The worst is in the playoffs. Like when the local broadcasts are off.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
today, I
well,
got away with it because, like, with the Heat game, I had our local broadcast that I could watch. But, like, the
Yeah.
problem is I have League Pass, but it blacks out games on national TV unless it's my actual local one.
right. Yeah. Fitz and Kalena are driving me a little crazy too.
Trust me, I love one of the Heat's announcers, Eric Reed. Love him. But the guy that they have as their color commentator, I guess now, ugh, drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
How many assists is Steph up to?
Only 4 because people haven't made shots, and when they make free throws after a foul, it doesn't count.
That, and then also whatchamacallit, hockey assist.
Yeah, I feel like he's, again, pretty much
They've
every
had a
time.
few like tic-tac-toe ones.
Yeah, every time Steph's been initiating, something interesting has happened. Not always perfect, but it's interesting.
Gosh, both teams are just awful.
Yeah, it's been weird.
From
I mean,
3.
you can credit the defense to a point, but
I mean,
part
the
of it's
Warriors
just,
are 6 of 23 from 3. They're 6 of 24.
The next one is the Lakers.
we can hear the broadcast, whoever that is.
It's not me.
Rich, we can hear the broadcast.
Different combinations, different play, phenomenal against Portland and Sac.
Well then, just have some background noise. All right, now this is going to be dicey. Can we get offense without Steph? Can Pascal give us something here?
Pascal, Wiggins, Bays. Oh, Bays called his number there. Drives inside on Lou Will. That's what you got to do. Attack Lou Will when he's in the game.
For sure. Bays has the big size advantage on him too. Bays' turn on George. Plays him really tough. Nice. Can't box out, but Lee tips it away. Lee's got those really active hands down there.
Pascal bullies in. Draws the foul.
Great. Yeah, that's what this unit has got to do. Just muck it up a bit. Keep the pressure on. Hope Steph closes. Also, no Kawhi in. You can try to deal with that.
You got good eyes because Basemore's got a cut on that right hand.
Rich.
30-second infectious disease control time. I used to hate it when I would get a cut because they always use this automatic scab thing.
I'm gonna message him.
If you get it on the face, you don't want them to use that because it won't go away. Yeah, he's looking at it. You guys see that blood there. You tape it up. Pascal back to the line. Eric Pascal, 15 points in 14 minutes, 6 of 9 from the field.
If anyone wanted to listen to the game.
There you go. You got the radio broadcast. Pascal continuing to do stuff though. I mean, he's been the clear star of the game for the Warriors so far. Hits both free throws. He's up to 17 with the game high. And Warriors are back within 2. Playing zone now.
Nice.
Good rotation. Just fumbles it away. But got the foul, I think.
We kept it.
Yeah, I think he got the foul.
Nice. This defense has just been everywhere, putting hands. Nice. I don't know where Lou Will was trying to put that. Was he like trying to nutmeg him? I don't think Lou Will can nutmeg.
Yeah, just weird. I don't know. Lost his handle a little bit.
Wiggins, step back, splash.
Whew. Wow. Second
And
unit
the
takes the
Dubs take
lead.
the lead
Incredible.
in the fourth quarter. How about that? Baca can't respond. Pascal takes it down the middle of the court. Comes in, Bays, goes baseline, behind the back. Pascal, 3. Ah, that would have been so great.
It's a nice idea. Pascal's still not quite there on the 3, but I like it.
Lewell off on the baseline
Yeah, that was a
jumper.
good
Bazemore takes it down.
effort on that closeout by Pascal too. Just forces a tough shot.
Pascal kicks it out.
Yeah, good recovery by the Clips.
What the frick was that flop?
Go,
Damian Lee
go.
corner splash.
Nice. Way to take advantage of
What was
George's
that
dumb
called, George
flop.
flop? That was the biggest like a boom, I'm dead flop. Warriors take the 4-point lead.
Second unit doing things.
Bench mobbing.
Yeah, so impressed by the second unit. Man, I really was just hoping they'd kind of tread water, but they're making a lead out of this. This is incredible. I'm really, really impressed with just the general defensive attention of this second unit. Like, they're rotating fast. They have these active hands. They've gotten a bunch of like little pokeaways of stuff down low, and the Clippers are able to get into the paint. And for a group of guys who, honestly, a lot of them are not known as particularly good defensive players, at least prior to this year, I think it's shocking. Like, Pascal,
I think a few
especially.
of them have not necessarily weren't great at defense, but they had all the aspects and like qualities to be good defenders. Like, I think Pascal, he has that strength and stuff. You work with Draymond enough, you're going to kind of get there. And then, with Wiggins, he was just in an environment where the entire team was bad at defense, but he always had that length.
Yeah.
I need to watch that flop again.
Yeah, that was absurd, but it went exactly the way it should go, which is completely unnoticed, and then led to an open 3 because they were down a guy. It's amazing how much better the Warriors offense looks when shooters are actually hitting open shots.
When shooters are hitting shots, when the ball's moving.
Yeah, second unit, I think partly it's interesting. Like, I wonder how much there's this trade-off in terms of the Clippers' defensive scheme, where clearly they had a long conversation about how to guard Steph before this game, and they're very keyed in on Steph, but they're kind of not as sharp in these second unit minutes, I think, because they're just, the defense it's a totally different scheme, because you're not, you don't have that one guy you're just kind of rotating all of your attention to. Warriors are able to get a little more open looks.
I really want to see that flop again.
So absurd.
Watch it. There it is. What?
Oh, they're not showing it on the local one.
Okay, on ESPN they just did.
Oubre just got a close-up on the local broadcast and gave a little eyebrow raise to the camera. I'm sure a lot of people are excited. The Oubre hive is buzzing.
Hayes, nice defense on PG.
Yeah, he's been solid.
Forces him to pass.
Lee has also been great on that backside, whether it's help or jumping in for rebounds. Very impressed with just the attention to detail of the second unit.
Bazemore gets it inside to Pascal. Ooh! Strong
Nice.
man.
He does that like double clutch dunk and he really suckers in guys on that first, like they jump at the first up and then he has that second little burst. Not bad rotations, but yeah, PG is going to do that. Still up 3. Yeah, you got to run through Pascal, see what he and Wiggins can do together. Nice. Pascal for 3. Oof, way short. Kawhi coming back in. Well, these are the big minutes with Kawhi and George in, Curry and Draymond out. Can you keep this little lead you've built, or at least, keep it close to tied? Then wait for your big guns.
The local station tweeted out, Damian Lee makes the Clippers pay after the PG flop.
Yup.
That one is going to be on nice defense by Pascal, forces the step back miss by PG.
Bazemore, great
that flop's
box.
going to be on Shatkin.
Yeah. Bazemore with the great box out on Ibaka there too.
Wiggins has Kawhi on him. Step back 2. Oh, smooth.
That'll work. I was about to say, I don't know if that's a plus advantage.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm like, you got Kawhi on you? Maybe not a good idea.
Wiggins has hit a few in a row. He must be just feeling it.
Nice closeout by Damian Lee, but Kennard hits the corner 3.
It's tough. Clippers offense is starting to look more functional these last few plays, but still up 2.
Wiggins head down out to Pascal. Baze has a balk on him.
Yeah.
Lee just got slapped in the face, basically.
Yeah, that's good. I was a little concerned about Bazemore trying to do a bunch too much there.
Yeah.
So got bailed out there on that foul.
And then I thought Pascal was going to shoot that 3.
That's hey, you live by the Wiggins, you die by the Wiggins sometimes.
Pascal, ooh, and who got like that? Wanamaker gets the foul on PG.
Yeah.
Are we in the bonus? No. Side out.
Not yet, but we're getting there. I don't know exactly.
Side out.
4 on PG. You can get that 5th on him. That would be huge.
Pascal inside. Doesn't get it to go. Frustrated he didn't get the call.
Yeah. The right idea, though. I like what they're doing.
You know what? Steph wouldn't have gotten the call either, so.
Yeah. Join the club.
Kawhi hits the mid-range.
Yeah, Pascal got caught reaching on that.
6:36 left. Gotta think maybe another 30 seconds or so, and you get the starters back in.
Yeah, they can't go too much longer.
Ooh, out to Wanamaker, but he gets the catch.
Oof,
6 on the shot clock.
Rough pass there.
Damian Lee inside. Rims out.
Oof, man, they got unlucky on a few of those.
Steph at the scorer's table.
Yeah, that's smart by Kerr. Your second unit has done a really good job, but they're kind of starting to lose that burst that they had. Yeah. Clippers are starting to click a little bit on offense.
Clippers go up 2 with 6:03 remaining, 93-91. Kawhi just kind of knew that they wanted to get that timeout and just kind of barreled his way in.
Would have been cool to keep that lead, but if you were going to tell me that in the Steph-less minutes, you go in only down 2, I would be stoked. Kawhi starting to make himself known a little bit. He's up to 17, PG up to 19, Wiggins at 17, Pascal at 19. It's really kind of just a question, honestly, of will Steph find himself a little flurry here?
Yeah.
Or at least just steadily put some buckets together.
Draw some fouls. LOL.
If he can get himself going a little bit, this game becomes very different.
Still like what we're doing. I like the defense.
Defense has been so impressive.
Steph at the scores table. He's got that look in his eyes.
Yeah, well, he knows. Second unit did their job. Now it's his turn to come in and close. I assume Draymond will come in a minute or two.
Yeah, and then you'll probably get some Oubre. Interesting thing, do you close with Pascal small ball?
I think you probably do, honestly.
I
The way
think you
he's
do
been
too.
playing, I think that's going to be very much a game-by-game decision. I mean, obviously, eventually in the long run, you want Wiseman to have gotten to the point where you just close with him. But this has been kind of a rough game for him, and it's so close that I think Pascal's been clearly the best option there.
One place we're definitely losing the battle. We've not been good on the boards.
Yeah.
They are out rebounding us 44-32. But
Yeah,
we're about dead even on most other stats. Although they have more turnovers than us.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the balancing act right there between those two.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's close it.
All right, I'm back for the stretch run.
back.
Hopefully I didn't
Yeah.
jinx it because we
Rich
had a
and-
good run there. And then
Rich and Curry checking in at the same time.
please do a lot better than me.
Man, so impressive on both ends from Pascal this game. I mean, I think we saw the offense a lot
Yeah.
last year.
I think Kerr is rewarding him here.
Mm-hmm.
Who, Pascal?
Plus,
He's
Wiseman
been-
didn't have a great game.
Yeah,
Plus, it's
Pascal's
Ibaka.
been their best player, really.
Damian Lee's still in.
Oh, he
This is
should.
great. I'm so happy for E EP.
Yeah. Yeah, the defense has been the most impressive thing to me about him. I mean, I think we saw last year that he can score when he's got opportunities, but he's been
All right.
so improved on defense.
Can people stop doing like that with Steph? They're such haters.
What happened?
What are you looking
Just they're showing his stats the last two games versus tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
EP,
that's
pull
ESPN,
up.
though.
Oof.
We're not surprised by that.
I mean, that's
ESPN.
it's also
where
true.
E and N are, it's a LeBron.
Good
cable
close by Oubre.
Way to go, Steph.
Oh, man, my
Are we
lead keeps
safe out here?
lagging.
5'11", 5'10",
No,
Or-
you're
Nice, Steph.
5'07",
Steph
5'06".
just scored on mine.
Yeah,
Let me know
mine
when you
too.
hit 5'03". Let me know.
My feed is
That
lagging
Wiseman
like
at the
crazy.
scores table?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yep, 5'03"
And
yet?
503.
Yeah, now. Mine lagged a sec. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
Ooh. I caught
that
back
looked
there.
worse than it was, I think.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
just hope
both
everyone's
fine.
okay.
No, I think Kawhi's mad.
Yeah,
It's
he's
all good.
mad,
It's
but
the heat of the moment. I would be mad. So that
They're gonna
is just
review that?
basketball. They're gonna review it. Fine.
oh come on. That's obviously going for the ball. You just kind of missed.
I think that's a flagrant. Yeah, Kalena's saying that I'd be surprised if he doesn't. Exactly. It's unfortunate. Draymond isn't out there to hurt anybody. But we know we've seen enough NBA games to know, right? I don't agree all the time.
I don't think
but,
that should be a flagrant.
I mean, how many NBA games?
Because
have you
he's
seen?
100% going for the ball.
We know that that's not a criteria now.
Yeah, but the only reason he hits them there is because he misses the ball. In fact, it looks like he gets a piece of the ball.
I don't care what you got to say. I've watched enough NBA games since the bubble to know that they're going to call that a flagrant. Now, I hope not. I hope to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't know. I have no confidence in the rule, whatever it is. That's like anything
Yeah,
close. I'm going to say, oh, that's a flagrant. Here we go. But then we get it on the other end. So if this is not a flagrant, then again I'm confused, and that's fine.
no,
Let me
they
be
called it.
confused.
They
I know.
called it a flagrant.
Yeah. Nobody's at the line. You're right.
That's
Yeah.
BS.
Right.
Oh, by the way, small detail. I like how the key is painted, just straight yellow, no thick blue line.
Nice. Yeah, my feed keeps like jumping in and out. It's annoying. Okay, so Kawhi hits 2. We're down 2.
I wish they would have a different rule though, like 2 intentional flagrants get you ejected. Because now Draymond one more flagrant one and he's out, and that isn't really an ejectable offense in my opinion. That one, right?
Yeah,
So I think they need to change the rule on that.
I mean the odds of him getting an yikes. Okay. Well.
Good foul. Good foul.
Yeah.
You can't let him just go in and
I thought he was about to just throw
dunk in
that
your
down on
face.
James.
Yeah. Yeah.
He went, yeah, he really got that step on Green. Didn't look
Oh,
like
cool.
Wiseman particularly bothered him. Kawhi just kind of lost the ball, but
We got
he did
a
get fouled.
retweet here from Jalen Brown of the Celtics speaking out.
Yeah,
Political tweet.
he's always super great.
All right, man. Need to score this time down, man. Just can't let this get away.
Yeah, gotta just run some stuff through Steph, get him going, because that's your hope here.
Down 4. 4:51 to go.
Put the ball in Steph's hands a little more.
There we
So
go.
anyways,
Perfect.
Wiseman is in.
Perfect.
Draymond telling him where to
Pick
go.
and roll. Nice.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Oh,
We
looks
need
like
that
somehow
so bad.
somehow
So
I
bad.
got seconds ahead of you. Weird.
I'm at 4:30, 4:29, 28, 27.
Yeah, I'm right
Okay.
with you, Rich.
All right, I'm caught back up. Thanks for that countdown. Cool.
Ah, got the step on Uber, but he recovered.
Oh man, Beverly.
No.
That's tough. We've
Good for you,
gotten so
Dag.
many of those like 50-50 balls going their way.
Yeah. A lot of tape to go over
Oh, Steph.
tomorrow. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
This is
Now
wild.
he's doubled.
Damian Lee. Watch the shot clock.
Put it up.
Nice, nice.
There we go.
Oof, not pretty, but we'll take it.
Maybe that'll break him out of the
was
slump,
a,
too.
Yeah,
Oubre
nice
comes
to
through.
see. Oh man, Draymond rotating, but that's a wide open three. You gotta...
Batum.
Yeah, they're
I would rather have Batum shoot 3. Maybe I'm wrong than Kawhi shoot that little jumper.
Yeah.
But now they're up by 6.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
That's like the worst thing you could possibly do right now.
So the thing here, like, I like people, Damian Lee doing that and stuff, but like again, you're again having a possession where Steph wasn't even touching the ball. And I get that the Clippers are doing a lot to try to create that being the situation, but like it's your job to just not let them dictate whether Steph is involved or not. Great defense from Wiggins. Great closeout from Dre.
No.
Oh my
Damn
God.
it.
Wow,
Nick
he's
Batum,
killing us.
come on.
That was like
Nick Batum with 2 daggers.
perfect defense. Then Steph can't get the mid-range.
What?
Man.
That's a microcosm of the night for him.
Yeah.
How many shots today, even the and one misses, just tickled the rim and went out?
Frustrating game.
Down 9. Absolutely need to stop here. And
no, PG gets free throw.
PG gets down the lane. Oh man. So clearly
Frustrating
I'm bad.
game. This is like a very winnable game if you just played a little better.
Hey, it's not over. There's still 2:26.
I mean, it's certainly true. It's just frustrating because this should be a lot closer. This should be like a down to the wire game if we had just made some of our shots. Yeah. Weird.
I'm not huge on the road on the fact Pascal was so good. I don't understand why we're not closing with him.
Yeah. It's an interesting
How
choice
many,
to go with
how many
Wiseman.
minutes? How many minutes did Pascal play?
20.
Also in a row. Okay.
Yeah,
How
so
many
I
How
think
many
that's
minutes did he
it. Like
play in
I
a
think
row?
most of the fourth, right? He had played the whole fourth
Yeah.
up to this point. So I think
Right. Yeah.
that's kind of
That's
it,
all.
right? You can't play Pascal the entire fourth quarter. He's probably not ready for
We'll
that.
see. We'll see if he checks back in. You never know. Still over 2 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you just need Steph
Finally
to
a
start.
give back to Steph.
Jesus. Yeah.
But back in net.
and
Oh my God.
No hold on the left. He's not complaining, so I guess.
No, he's just so snake bit.
2
Man.
minutes down 11. Usually the magic number with 2 minutes is like 10. Let's see.
Foul on Warriors too. Man, I don't know what's going on with Steph, but that's kind of the whole story. 5 for 17 now. He shoots a little better, and this is right down to the last couple seconds.
don't we see them in like 2 days again?
Yep.
Yep.
Good
No.
defense.
Okay,
Great
good.
defense.
No touch. Air ball. Oh, was it a block? We got to replay that, right? Under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
1.5 on the clock.
They've
Okay.
changed the call a couple times.
Yeah, they're gonna check it.
Yeah.
No.
You guys got a replay?
I got to replay. I say no.
Interesting.
Not yet.
We did it. Not on the local broadcast. Cast. Ooh, I want that 22 wins jersey. Hand on hand. No. That's legal. Hand on hand's legal. That's not even a foul. It's on the bottom part. As far as I know. I don't know. My middle school coach taught me that, so maybe the rule's outdated.
No, that's Warriors ball.
Yeah, call is overturned. Let's go. Gotta score this time.
Really, that flagrant changed the game. And it's still, in my mind, a questionable flagrant.
Not for me.
Yeah, I mean, they've gone on a pretty big run in the last
Since
chunk of
that,
minutes.
it put them up 4.
Didn't
I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't blame Draymond. It's just 2021 NBA rules. One of the things that I kind of
Although,
don't
if it's
like.
a player other than Draymond, does it get called a flagrant?
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen that call on a few. What's going on?
Are they still arguing this?
No, I think there's a timeout.
What do we have here? Tyrese Halliburton won the game here. Let me see.
I don't know. Did he win the game? He's been playing great.
It was just injured.
Yeah, he came back.
Hit a 3 to tie the game. We know that much.
No, they're
Hit
up.
Or is that
Hit
old? I don't
a
know.
3 to put them up 6.
I'm just
yeah.
looking at his tweet. He just tweeted his own highlight.
Yeah, he won it.
Oh, maybe it wasn't him. It was somebody.
He put it up to
impersonating.
6.
I was gonna say
it was
the game
worldwide
is
WAP.
the game is still
But-
happening.
Yeah.
He's probably on the court.
Yeah. Well, now
Yeah,
it's the Kings win.
Halliburton's really good. We were lucky he wasn't. I mean, I don't think he would have changed the way that game went, but I think he's a steal.
Oh, here we go. We're back.
Huge steal for the Kings.
Oh,
All right.
Nobody's moving. What the hell? Okay, Wiggins scored, but
Yeah, weird
weird.
offense. Weird offense, but Wiggins did a thing, and then we get another timeout.
man,
Wiggins has been
that
bailing
one
them
had to
out of
drop.
some. Yeah, Wiggins
That
has been
one had
bailing them
to
out all
really-
game.
Yeah. I'm sitting
Again,
there.
it's
I'm amazed that Steph was just in the corner, just doing nothing on that.
a
play.
weird
But
game
that was
for
the
Steph.
call. That was the
Very
call.
weird. I don't.
Steph might be a little tired, to be honest.
That could have been it. Yeah. There
He
you
played
are.
two extremely
wonder.
great games back to back.
Yeah. You wonder if he went into the timeout. He's like, just go to Wiggins this one. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, really not sure.
And that might be why his shot's just off tonight. But ESPN's gonna make a big deal about it.
They already have. They'll do anything to spice up the broadcast. Oh, let's throw a little, controversial.
And bounce back and forth
graphic.
Between that and the overeager homerism of Fitz and find a middle ground.
Yeah.
I guess we're the middle ground.
We're the middle ground.
Yeah, frustrating game, but I do think after the other two, the last time we played contending teams looking like we didn't even belong in the same gym as them, this is a marked improvement.
What is he at the line for? Oh, okay. It wasn't. It was.
Oh.
What?
Okay, no, it was. They were playing a clip that I really didn't get.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, there's nobody at the line. What's going on? Yeah, we got to get a stop. Got to kind of pitch a perfect game from here on out. And hopefully Steph hits a couple threes to chop this lead down fast.
Fitz is complaining
that was off. Why?
They're not looking at the replay on the Jumbotron. Come on, Fitz. That's not how they make their. They would get fired by doing that.
Oh, that is off Kawhi.
Yeah.
At least they're looking at it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Come on, Fitz.
Yeah.
Just look at the Jumbotron. Oh my God. NBA Protocol Handbook. Referees may look at the Jumbotron if they're too lazy to go over to the table and officially call in the review.
I mean, I've seen that screen in Chase. They might as well use it.
Yeah,
the thing is absurdly big.
There's always an ulterior motive for Fitz, so maybe that's it, to sell that Chase is the place to be.
All right, well, we got the call.
Which, by the way, they do have the best Jumbotron in the world.
Literally, yeah, it's insane. All right, we gotta go.
Let's go, guys. Oh no, Steph is limping. Ah. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
I mean, geez. He's jumping around kind of gingerly.
I didn't see anything
not that bad.
Happen. Yeah, they're pulling him.
Yeah.
Kerr's pulling him immediately.
Anything but that. Anything but that.
Of course it's Beverly.
Well, we did get the anything, which was a near air ball by Wiggs.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a weird game. If Steph has anywhere close to a normal game,
his gait is like 95% normal, I would say. So for the most part, maybe just a tweak. Nobody's replaying it here.
I didn't see anything. Yeah, I don't care about the rest of this game.
If it was closer, he'd still be in.
I don't care. Why are we not? Yeah. All right. Well, we're back to action.
Just foul him and let's look at the replay. That's all we care about at this point. We know this game is near.
You guys didn't see the replay?
Did you?
Stretching it now.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's no replay
Oh,
on
you did?
the feed.
I saw the replay. Yeah,
So
stepped
what
on
happens?
Beverly's foot.
Oh,
How can NBC local be worse than ESPN? How can they accept that?
at something like that, where it's like the thing
Oh
every
my
Warriors
God.
fan specifically needs to see is that replay.
It's like the biggest pet peeve I have of our local broadcast.
Right. Well, this is not a particularly discouraging win or loss. I mean,
Right.
you have like Steph's worst game of the year, and you stay within 9 points of a top 3 team in the league. I think that's fine. We know that we're not a top 3 team in the league, and certainly not when Steph plays like that.
Why didn't you shoot that? Oh,
Why are they
anyway,
still like
it's over.
doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Couple extra
7.
points for Bays. All right. Steph is going into the locker room. I think that's unfortunately also going to mean Draymond's waving hi to his family. That also is going to mean we're probably not going to get Steph in the post game because he's going to get treatment and they'll just not have him in the post game. So
Yeah.
we'll probably get Wiggins because he had a good game. But
Cool.
what are our hot takes from this game and leading into the next game as I get set up for the next post game
I mean, I
media
think
availability?
nothing matters if Steph is going to miss any time. So that's kind of the primary thing. The whole rest is pointless if he's not going to play. But presuming that he just kind of rolled his ankle and is generally fine, it didn't look too bad. I mean, I think you have to be fine with tonight and even encouraged. I mean, my big takeaways are like the defense looks like it's still the level of the last couple of games. The offense, not so much, but you can credit the Clippers being one of the better defensive teams in the league for a lot of what was going on offensively with us. But I think the major thing to just think about is I keep thinking back to that quote by Draymond after the last game where he said, like, if we play defense like this, we can compete with anybody, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Thanks
that's
for being studious and following our post game content.
Yeah, this game proved that. If the offense looked better, we'd have seen a better outcome, but the defense did what it needed to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't end well. I thought down the stretch, there was a few moments with Oubre and Draymond that, well, one, I question the decision of having Wiseman in down the stretch. Maybe that's not, I mean, I just thought that was a weird decision with how well Pascal had been playing in the game and the fact that the Clippers didn't have a true big out there. So I just thought that was a little strange. But there were a few plays where Oubre and Draymond just lost the step on their man. And just like they got easily inside and like Wiseman was left to foul them.
Right.
Like I think and then there was a few times where I thought Draymond helped off of Batum, and that was not a good choice. Just because I felt like the person that he helped onto didn't need the help. But that happens. You have bad reads in a game. You have a guy hit a shot that you wouldn't think he would hit. Like, I mean, I feel like having Batum take the shot is better than Kawhi or PG. Maybe not tonight it wasn't because they weren't playing great, but there was a few things I just found a little strange that we started to go away from what was working well for us.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Like the point of attack, like I remember, I don't know why it sticks in my mind, but the one where Damian kind of got, credit. I think it was Paul George. I mean, so these guys are like all stars. So they're supposed to be able to use their first step to get around, one of our, role players. But at the same time, you would have liked So I don't know if it's the Clippers or the Warriors or a combination of that, but they did manage to get past the first guy, whether it was PG or Kawhi being Kawhi, but then also Lou Williams so shifty out there, and then Reggie Jackson. Remember when I confused the two, and it's like
Yeah, he had a
they
few.
managed to get by the first guy, and we got to not let them get by the first guy somehow. Next game.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, like mostly just comes down to missing a lot of open looks from a couple of our main guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Oubre is 4
Yeah.
for 13, Steph is 5 for 17, and you lose by 7.
Point first quarter. Remember that? 21-15.
Yeah.
That was just, yeah, that was cringe, but
I mean, they're just not going to win a single game this year where Steph doesn't crack 20 points. Like we can just say that
yeah,
now,
that's a
right?
good,
That's just literally never
pretty
going
much
to happen.
the benchmark. Yeah.
So
Sorry
I
to
think
say
you
that.
chalk up this
Yeah.
game as like, all right, everything else went pretty well. If one of, if Oubre or Curry had a much better game tonight, then this would have gone right down to the very end, or we would have won. Yeah, we'll see Friday. We'll see him again. I mean, we proved we can
Yep.
hang with one of the best teams in the league, and I think that matters.
Yeah. So there's some positives there. All right, cool guys. See you Friday. You guys good?
I don't think I
Yeah.
can make it, but I will be watching elsewhere.
Oh, we
I
just
should
got
be
a
all
tweet.
set.
Got a tweet from Tim Kawakami saying the Warriors fans are unhinged. Yes, they are unhinged on Twitter.
Yeah,
They're not
that's his
unhinged on our
problem.
Discord. So come join us sometime. Either it's on here or our Discord, which I still haven't figured out how we're letting people in yet, but we'll figure it out pretty soon. So thanks for joining us. If you join us on here, definitely hit us up in the About page. Just email me because we're grateful that you joined us on this second screen and live commentary. And so appreciate it. And we'll see you guys Friday. Thanks.
Bye all.
Thanks.
Okay, stop.